that wasn't the argument. It was like whether they were like the best. Like you qualify to even like you're invited to these things, to these training sessions because you've exhibited a level of excellence already as it is, right? To get there, it's not like that wasn't even disputed that like by way of like being around these like other high level athletes in this like high, like expensive facility, like you're gonna get better. No one disputed that, but you're saying like they didn't call like these athletes aren't chosen like already, right? It's not the inverse to what I'm saying. They're being chosen based on their performance and how they performed already, like in whatever their field is and whatever their field is already. Then they go qualify.
And that's regardless of who's president, right?
What is a scout?
Because the president has no fucking say in what the Olympic Committee chooses on who to send. It's all based off of the merit of the athlete. The president changes every 4 years or every 8 years after 2 terms, right? So it really doesn't matter. You can politically not agree with the presidency and still represent the United. That's the ultimate crux of this argument. I can be the greatest fucking freestyle wrestler to have ever lived. And I can be born and raised in California. I can train all around the world. And when the choice comes to it, I choose to rep the U.S. because I love my country.
But Nathan said,
shake hands with the president because I don't agree with his politics. And that still means I represented my country to the fullest, right? And that's the case with a lot of athletes who are, you can be dual citizens. Half of our national team in soccer can represent either Mexico, Canada, other Central American countries. They choose to represent the U.S. because they love the U.S. Do they agree with the politics of the United States current presidency? Probably not. But they still choose to represent the U.S. because that representation is bigger than the office of the president. Presidents change. Gold medals are forever, bro. Olympic records are meant to be broken, but there are also moments in history that last forever. There's a financial incentive too.
Nathan said that.
And you get the incentive.
What do you argue?
About the Olympics?
Bro, I have this conversation, Samoa, with my nephew, right? My nephew.
And you lost that debate.
Really good soccer player, right?
Yo, one Michael Haga, you fucking
my nephew's a really good soccer player for his age. He's playing against kids that are 4 or 5 years older than him. He's 8-year-old playing against 13, 14-year-olds, and he's killing them. And me and my brother-in-law who was like semi-pro, walk-on for the LA Galaxy, legitimate professional at one point soccer player, and me who was whatever and shitty in college and in high school, we always fuck with my nephew. We're like, who are you going to play for? Are you going to play for Armenia or are you going to play for the United States? My nephew always replies with the same thing. Oh, Kerry means uncle in Armenian. Oh, Kerry, I would only play for America. I was born here, Kerry. This is my country. I love Armenia, but I would only play for America. That kid loves this country, has the ability to choose, let's say, God willing, to represent either the U.S. or Armenia. He would choose America. And if he doesn't agree with the president at the time, he's still representing America when he goes and wins gold.
Question for you.
It doesn't change anything.
No.
I'm going to bully that kid to Armenia.
And if he wants to have his photo op,
I don't agree with that.
Or else I'm not going.
I don't agree with that either. Jorge.
Yeah.
Good to have you back, Jorge.
Hey, got one of my little cousins. He got called up for Atletico Madrid tryouts, Arsenal tryouts. Like, they flew him out there. He's had his mom's Guatemalan, his dad is Salvadorian, and then I had the same convo. I'm like, yo, who you gonna play for? He was born and raised in East Boston, so he's gonna rep America, baby.
Do you know when he started playing?
Out there? Abdiel, did he actually go out there for trials and stuff?
Bro, like, I could send you pictures. Yeah, he's like...
That's dope, bro.
And, like, he's from, like, a local club, but, like, like, the new U.S. generation, they's kind of mad young. He's, like... He's like I want to say he's like 18, like 6'4". He's been the captain of every team he's played for. Like,
You know when he started playing?
When?
Yeah.
Probably like 3-4 years old.
That's the only way, right?
Young.
That's the only way.
Nah, you can develop. You can develop.
But if you're dribbling the ball at 3-4 years old, you're set up for being a lot better.
That
Then-
Bro, my uncle,
5'6".
bro, my uncle went to like Spain and like Madrid and London, bro, just to pretty much take care of him. Like they got 2 trips out of it, and like everything paid, hotels, and got to meet the first team. Like it was pretty cool, man. But yeah, like
It's a
I
full
had to
family commitment too, because they got to move out with the kiddo. Because if he gets the contract, and if he actually passes his trial, the team also supports the family. Like they give him housing and stuff.
Yeah, his older brother actually played D1. What is it? Is it Boston College? Yeah, his older brother. But his older brother is not as good as the younger one, so the younger one might make it further.
Bro, my brother-in-law got called up to go to Greece when he was like 18, 19 to go play in their professional league. And he turned it down because his family wouldn't move with him. And he didn't want to leave without his
Oh,
family.
he had to live in Greece.
Yeah, he had to go and play in a Greek club. I forgot which one, like Panathinaikos or something like that. And he refused to go because he had to work here and help out with his family, and his family wouldn't be able to move with him. So he played for like the North American Soccer League. He played for other teams. But now his kiddo my nephew's a fucking killer. He's my godson, and he's insane, bro. This kid's the smallest center back on his team, because he's 4 years younger than everybody else, but he's the boss of the fucking back line and the midfield. It's insane watching this little kid with like such a small stature be able to dribble past other like defenders. It's pretty cool, bro.
Messi's
But
the
it's a
GOAT.
full
He's a
commitment, and he
dwarf.
wants to play. He wants to play for the U.S., which is hilarious.
That's awesome. But the GOAT is a dwarf. Hugo.
But he plays center back, so he's
Oh, he
grown
is
a
center
little
back.
bit. He's gonna keep growing. He's a crazy defender. He has
Hearing-
really good.
I always hated defense whenever I played soccer. Like my
I'll be honest.
my short soccer career.
I'll be honest, it just sounds weird hearing centers dribbling past defenses and y'all talking about a sport that's not basketball. It just feels weird.
I'm done.
Yeah, it's very different from basketball.
Yo, Mr. Finley.
There's no real skill involved.
Yo, Nathan, what did you disagree with? Oh, he fucking left.
He disagreed with all the wrong things.
What did you disagree with, Nathan? I gotta go into the office. I want to hear your argument.
I'm telling Louis that just because the person was born 6'10", that doesn't mean that they're talented. And Louis saying that
you picked the easiest.
the person that is 6'10" makes them talented. Then he called like LeBron James, who was like 6'10", who dribbles you could find any other basketball player who could dribble like him. But because he's 6'10", that's him talented. It's crazy, bro.
Talent, and these are like
part of it.
And I defined what I was saying as like the intangibles, like the things that you can't
The things you
necessarily
learn?
teach. It's just you can't.
You talk about wisdom.
I'm talking about being able to jump 49 inches.
Bro, I think a lot of that is also.
You can't learn to jump.
hereditary.
No,
A lot
you
of it's
can't.
hereditary, bro.
You can't learn to jump high, Louis.
Talent
Comes from
it's
your
important
parents.
to
Louis, every time these dudes are out there before they jump, right? They do all these type of conditioning trainings as well too.
Yeah,
and you know what they do?
yeah,
They have a technique. Listen, they have a technique what they utilize, right? They have a technique what they utilize so they could jump as high as possible. You learn that, bro.
I just said what it is. Plyometric training.
You learn technique, but certain things are like intangible. You're born with it, bro.
Yeah, some of these
Like
guys
what?
aren't.
Like, give me something.
Like how?
Give me something
Like
that
Green
you're born with
American.
besides your anatomy.
I'm 6'1" and I've loved basketball since I was
Yeah,
a kid.
when
I
I'm
can't
talking
fucking
about raw
dribble
talent,
basketball.
it's like the physical attributes that just set you apart.
Hakim, I think.
Yes, that's six. That's exactly. That's like, oh yeah, because
so you agree?
Listen, because you. No, I'm saying you learn the stuff. What you call in talent is things what people learn, right? And you're saying that,
I don't know if you can learn hops, Nathan. I don't know if you can learn hops. I'm sorry. I don't think you can.
Listen, you can learn the hop,
learn how to jump.
you can.
You can learn the hop, my brother.
You cannot.
Like,
No, you
When
cannot.
you talking about a height, you talking about a vertical?
I'm
Yes.
talking about being quick.
Come on, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Look.
This is crazy,
Listen.
yo.
Having a keen eye.
So Nate is right though.
This is bad.
That's the crazy part, right? It's like, it's right.
Let me give a quick. I don't know. Y'all must have missed this one, right? There used to be shoes that you could buy that isolated your calves, and I remember my homeboy. Yeah, my homeboy has got to be like 5'9". This nigga bought those shits. He was already good at ball. He bought them shits and started dunking. And the only reason he stopped is because niggas undercut him and he had a blowout knee injury. But other than that, he definitely went from not dunking to dunking because of shoes that isolated his calf.
Have you guys ever heard of gym heroes?
Did anyone hear me say
Boxing?
there's a genetic limit to everyone? So yeah, you could train to maximize your abilities, right? So if you were able to jump, yeah, you could train.
So that's the anatomy.
Biometric training, yeah, you could probably, if you
Thing is,
just at the
more
cusp, you
about
probably dunk
discipline instead of talent.
You could maximize. But we're talking about a field of athletes.
Because now
What you calling as talent is anatomy, bro.
Some kind of training.
Now it's not being done.
That's
Right.
They're calling talent anatomy.
God,
That's what they calling talent.
Let me ask you.
Born with it, my
That
God.
includes plyometrics.
So let me ask you this question, Louis. Like if you look at the periodization that Psych and people talk about, like the programming, right? Like people are learning like new ways instead of having like a linear periodization program. They're starting to like mix things up to where it's no longer traditional, but it actually allows your muscles to like train with endurance or like whatever maximum output. All these programs are something that you're learning, and then your body has to adapt to that.
Nate, you're hot mic, your brother.
Yeah, so if Nathan's saying, hey, all these like sciences as far as like how the muscle reacts with like under stress, linear periodization, programming, strength training.
Is there an upper bound to how high I'll be able to jump?
So it's the knowledge that you acquire. Are you ever going to reach your full potential?
Is there an upper bound to how high I could jump?
That seems like a
Yeah,
change in the conversation. I thought it was
It's
about
not at all.
improvement. I thought it was about
following
improvement.
the conversation. It's
Well,
not.
yeah, I was trying to get it back to like,
When
how
did
do you reach
anybody
your
else
full
say upper
potential?
bounds? Like,
Right.
What are you talking about? Listen.
But who said anybody's unlimited? Wait, who said that anybody's unlimited in their
Reinforce
potential?
what I already said, right? Which was that everyone.
Louis is arguing
like
that your anatomy means that you're talented.
Shoes that help them jump higher. I'm like, yeah, there's training, there's things you could do to maximize your potential, but there is an upper bound, right? And it seems that some players have an upper bound that far exceeds other players. That's the part. That's the
Yeah,
part.
then you're talking about anatomy. That's all he's
That's
talking
begging the
about.
question. That's begging the question because I'll tell you why it's begging the question. Because it could be the case, Nate, how am I kidding? It could be the case that there are technique differences while the physiologicals might be, similar. There was an employment of techniques that over time just, created this gulf between, yours quote unquote upper bounds and my quote unquote upper bounds. Because upper bounds is like a nebulous, concept where you're not going to be able to measure it. You're just going to say, oh, this is what you can do. And you've tried many times.
It's measured by inches.
Okay, so again, upper bounds is going to be what's measured in the moment, right? So we know that we gave of improvement of your upper bounds, right? And had he measured and not applied that technique, and he could have done it every day for a year, that you would have considered that bound. Then all of a sudden, he implements this technique, and now his upper bounds has changed dramatically.
No, his upper bound would be, we would find his upper bound over, like, let's say, prolonged training, like, right, and, like, there's a bound, right? There's, like, I've been jumping high, I've been getting higher and higher, and it just seems like I've reached a point in my training where this is just as high as I can jump, right? I'm not PRing anymore, right? I was probably PRing, like, a lot, before when I like at earlier stages of training, but right now I'm like I've hit my bound. I've hit that upper bound. Like I'm PRing, not really PRing.
I counted for that.
That's the anatomy,
I counted for that.
Bro, I'm sorry to interject, but I think it's the exact opposite. I don't think it's like your potential ceiling. I think it's the higher foundation, right? Like, again, to use my nephew as an example, like a key, like, sign that he's talented compared to his age group is that he picks up direction a lot better. He understands the game a lot better than other 6-year-olds. He understands. He has superior speed. He's strong other 6-year-olds.
Oh, speed.
He has more endurance than other 6. He learned how to dribble the ball a lot quicker. These are untangible things that he inherited, right? From just because he's talented, right? He got lucky on that draw. He has better vision than 12-year-olds, even though he's an 8-year-old. He can see the field better.
So this is anatomy.
The game better. It's anatomy, and it's also
I'm willing to concede that it's multi-factor, that it's not purely an
foundation.
You're arguing that it's
That's not
anatomy.
an argument, Nathan. Can we get back to
That
the
is not
other?
anatomy, sorry.
Clearly lost
But
when
that's
they
what
tried to run away from.
That's what your argument is. Your argument is that. Look,
Remember when you were asking?
I'm going to tell you how.
Being able to learn the game faster has nothing to do with his capability.
I started at the beginning. I said that, look, the reason why we consider talent, and Louis will tell you this, is that there are people who have an advantage. They learn how to, they learn things. They know how to learn. They learn how to teach themselves. Unlike people who don't have that.
That's talent.
No, that's not talent. No, you go.
That's talent, bro.
That's me, sorry. That's not talent. I'm going to tell you why.
Stalin, Blues.
Ronaldinho learned how to dribble a can in a fucking favela back, like, fucking courtyard in Brazil, and he was way better at like 11 years old than a kid that was in the Performance Institute in the United States. And the reason for that is he had the inherent talent since he was a kid to dribble a fucking ball. He picked it up better than anybody else.
Because he learned
Same
it.
thing with Messi.
He know how to listen.
Messi
he
was
learns.
small.
He's a quick learner.
No,
he's a quick learner. He learns. He knows how to teach himself.
That's part of talent. That's one of the things.
That's what you know. That's what you got. That's what it is.
To that branch of the conversation.
Because you were
taking it to a tangent.
No. I'm just trying to remember.
No.
Why I was making the case about.
Because I was trying to argue. I was arguing that it's not just the raw talent. It's the machine behind the kids, behind these individuals. And the reason why is, and I guess I was saying because the machine, is sponsored by the government.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll concede to that. Or whatever you think.
The machine is.
It doesn't matter. It was a nonsensical tangent we went on, right?
No, it was the machine.
Talent to be an understanding of the game, like a accelerated understanding or a physical like advantage, like that still is like that's still.
I'm saying that talent isn't your anatomy. That's luck.
That's not the argument.
Talent is you being able to learn the skills fast. Like if you learn it at a younger age compared to the other kids, that means you have good parents that can teach you.
Combined with
talent, whether it is or not.
Combined with technique. The technique is very important to develop your own abilities.
The ability to learn at that accelerated rate can't be taught, right? Remember when I
said it can be taught.
No, it can't be.
Yes, it can be.
No.
Look, what? You are tripping, bro.
You need to have. I don't know.
What are you saying?
What do you think coaches do, bro?
They foster talent.
They like.
No, they teach these individual skills.
They fine tune talent.
They teach them skills, bro. Hey,
look.
This is a move. This is a move which you can utilize.
You know what? That's fair enough. I can concede to that.
They teach them skills.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
And the kids who have more skills than the other kids, and this is what you call talent. They have more talent. They're more talented. You see that move? Well, of course they know how to do that move because they've been training a long time. That's what you call the intangibles. Not the experience. There you go.
Fair enough. did also say that if you don't like if you hate a regime, that therefore you shouldn't play for your country. That means you shouldn't represent your country. You did say that. If you don't like the regime, don't represent the country. You said that. And
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I don't think it is.
I think that's fair.
I think it's been clearly, we demonstrated how that's not the case, how you could love your country, hate the regime, and represent your country.
Yeah, because it gives you the ability to show
because you're representing your country, you're not representing
Jesse Owens, Tommy,
Exactly.
Hold on, when you go to the Olympics, are you representing the country or are you representing yourself?
You're representing the country.
You're representing both. Yourself.
So why are you representing a country you don't fucking like?
Wait, who says you don't like the country?
Okay.
Why is
You
it
don't
that-
agree.
Hey, wait. I'll take it back. When the MAGA patriots who like you know they love America, we all like agree like, oh, these are American, these are the patriots, right? But their whole movement was based on we don't fuck with the current regime. We don't fuck with like how things are being organized, how society is being organized, how this regime is organizing society, but we do love our country and we want to see our country, like go back to that place where like it was like great again, where make America great again, right? We don't deny that the MAGA people love America, right? It's the same idea, right? You don't have to. They hated the regime. They didn't fuck with Biden. They didn't fuck with Obama. They thought they were destroying our country, right? But they loved America, right?
I'm saying if the team was filled with a whole bunch of MAGA, right, and let's say Hillary Clinton or someone who Obama doesn't like, right, they would have to go and greet the president.
Have different point of view, I think. But at the same time, they want to destroy America.
What did you say, Jorge? One mic on Jorge. Go ahead, Jorge. Sorry about that.
One more time, Jorge.
I think the president has his own personality, his own point of view about how to build create a great America again, according to their own politics. Obama, Donald Trump, and whatever, I think so. I don't know. At the same time, they want to destroy America according to the what position you have, right, left, and I don't know.
You said who wants to betray America? Was that to me or to Nathan?
I support Donald Trump sometimes.
So I guess that was to you.
No, I'm.
That's a good point, Jorge. That's a good point.
What I'm saying is.
You gonna rebuttal, Jorge, Louis?
What I'm saying is, regardless.
You gonna rebuttal? He was talking to you, Louis.
Yeah,
he was talking to you.
I'm clarifying my position just so he knows what I'm saying. I'm saying regardless of what the regime is, whether you agree with the regime or not, I think that's wholly separate from your decision to represent your country in an event like the Olympics. I don't think that's determinant on the regime, right? We had Jesse Owens, one of a renowned black civil rights figure who attended the Olympics, represented America during Jim Crow, came back as a gold medalist and couldn't fucking use the same bathrooms as a white person. Had to go to the city or fucking water fountain. He lived in that era.
That was during Jim Crow. We mean before Jim Crow. That was during Jim Crow.
It was before Jim Crow.
When did Jim Crow start?
No, it was during. It was 1940.
No. When did Jim Crow start?
When he
was
ran
30s.
It was during
that was Jim Crow.
That was Jim Crow, fam. That was Jim Crow.
What did I say? I said during Jim Crow.
And Ford said it before Jim Crow. Ford thinks Jim Crow started in the 70s.
I guess I meant to say before the abolition of Jim Crow. I'm sorry.
You said it right. You said during Jim Crow. You said it right.
Yeah, during Jim Crow, right.
Louisville doing threw you off, man.
Going to represent his country during Jim Crow, and I'm sure he doesn't in the He's a second-class citizen back home.
Tommy Smith and what's his face that protested in Mexico.
Right. So,
Same thing.
This side, you must love the regime. You have to love every single aspect of the country in order to represent the country. Fuck that, bro. It's not true. You guys haven't given a good argument for why it's the case that you must love the regime to represent your country.
Most people, I believe most Americans love their country. They just hate the way it's run, right? In some form or fashion or other. Which is why blacks are willing to there are blacks that volunteered to go to fight World War I, World War II. They volunteered, right? They didn't have to be drafted. They volunteered because they love the country. They simultaneously wanted to keep the country safe.
You can support the regime and so far.
Let me finish with that. Wanted to keep the country safe, right? On one hand, defend the country. On the other hand, you're saying, look, we got some trash politics here. You know what I'm saying? I can simultaneously think my brother is a crackhead, but love him to death. You know what I'm saying? But I want to stop smoking crack.
Yeah, because you want to showcase your talents upon the world, and the world you're part of in this Olympics would be for your country. That's the only way you could showcase those abilities. So it would be representing both yourself and the country.
You don't think you owe some gratitude to the country that sent you to represent it, to showcase your talent?
Gratitude.
You think a little bit of gratitude is okay?
We're winning so much, we don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I think they would, because after they win this gold medal, they pledge allegiance to the flag.
So
play
really
the national
quick,
anthem. So that's their gratitude.
Really quickly, just so we're clear, Matt and Nathan just took that L on you have to love the regime to represent your country.
Whoa. Who said that?
All right, so what's your rebuttal?
No, my rebuttal has always...
You straw man us. You straw man us and say that's you. That's what you're saying. No one's saying support.
I choose to represent my country and not love the regime. You said no.
What are you talking about the regime? That's your argument. You're making that argument. We're not making no argument about no regime. We're saying that.
That's the whole argument, Nathan. Is that if you don't believe if you don't believe in the
we're saying that
you don't have to honor some sort of meeting or some sort of photo op or
let me ask you that. Do you think after winning a medal, being invited to the White House is the support for the president?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Why do you think athletes already in protests they don't show up to the White House meetings that they're invited to, the championship meetings they're invited to? That already happens.
No, I know it has already happened, and I think I've expressed it. I'm saying that I don't think athletes who represent the country should not go to the White House to be honored. It's not a campaign stop. It's the president of the country that is inviting you to congratulate you on representing the country in a respectable manner to the point where you won a gold medal. I think the leader of the country is showing gratitude to you, and I think the best you can do is show up and accept that.
Matt, you know what? Good afternoon, everybody. I totally agree with you. I know I have my
Thank you, Ms. Fifi.
Yes, I do agree. You know, it's like a nonpartisan type thing. He is the president, and you did represent the United States. You don't have to go smile all in the man's face, but at least show that, hey, look, we represented the United States. We're going to go shake his hand. You don't have to be his buddy, but I think that's the right thing to do.
Yo, man, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you with every president but the current one.
Mr. Philly?
Pick and choose.
You said what?
Would you go shake Lyndon B. Johnson's hand?
Yeah, absolutely.
But you wouldn't shake Trump's hand?
Because Trump, he does not. He's a child. If that dude was mature and had bad policies, terrible policies, I'm gonna say it one more time. He is a child. He's disrespected the office. He doesn't take the office seriously. No, I wouldn't go shake his hand.
Wow, but Lyndon B.
If he had bad policies, horrible policies, but managed to keep it, show some modicum of decorum, while holding office, I feel differently. But because he wants to be petty and childish, no, I would not go and protest.
And I respect that. That means you just wouldn't show up like my man from Philly, handsome guy, the quarterback.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. He didn't.
That means you don't respect the people. Because regardless of how you feel about it, no. Regardless of how you feel about who the leader is, right? The people voted him in, right? The same people that support your black ass, the same people that you're playing for, the American people. They say, hey, we wanted this nigga for president. We don't care if you dislike him. We want you to do your duty as a United States citizen. Show support to the people,
right?
And what do you mean half the people?
It's enough.
The people.
I mean, half the people.
Like that's it. Look, regardless of how you got feelings about it, you lose.
I'm standing.
You're showing that hey, regardless of my opinion about who the leader is, regardless of my opinion, I'm showing support to the country because that's what we do as Americans. We support the country.
And who we elected as leader.
I don't agree with that. I think that's the reason why America is America. You have the freedom to not shake his hand. Maybe in another country, that would be a sign of disrespect. But I think when people, in America, look, the reason why, people, I think should be an American is because of the Constitution, not because of a regime or somebody that's in office per se. So a lot of people are supposed to adhere to the Constitution. Like, this is why America is great, right? So, just like Trump has the freedom to, say what he want to say, do what he want to do. Yeah. We also have the freedom to be like, I don't want to shake your hand because I disagree with what you stand for. And that is the reason why America is so great. But I don't know. I could be wrong, and I'll leave it there.
The difference is that the president doesn't have the choice to say that I'm not going to honor, our team, USA women's soccer. He can't do that. That's part of his duty. Because he has a duty as the president. And you have a duty as the citizen. And I don't like that part right there.
Yeah, I would agree. Because you wanted to go represent the country and compete in the Olympics. Well, you have success in the Olympics. Of course, the president's going to invite you to celebrate your achievement. So why not celebrate your achievement? Because that's all about your achievement.
Because it's important to celebrate with the president.
That's fucked up. I just looked it up, and they didn't even invite Jesse Owens.
No,
FDR didn't even invite him. That's fucked up.
Wait,
one mic on Jorge. He was saying something. One mic on Jorge.
No, he don't get ESL privilege.
The win with the president, because I think is to support the president in the current position, but sometimes have your own opinion about the politics, because you can support Donald Trump in some part, and others you can support the politics, because that depends on you and your own, I don't know, politics.
That's a fact.
Exactly. Now, Louis, he responded to you. Now you got to rebuttal him because he made some good points.
Quick, I just wanted to say this because whenever like an African comes in, y'all be saying, "Oh, I don't know what he's saying." Like I dare someone to repeat what this nigga just said. I dare someone repeat what this nigga just said.
Nobody knows what he said, man.
I know what he said.
Yo, y'all like to say, "Oh, I African, I cannot understand." What the?
I'll tell you what he said, Louis. He said that.
No, I need a spick to tell me this. One of you spicks.
He was speaking English, though. He was speaking English. What he said was what he said was that, hey, I understand that if a person doesn't want to see the president. But me, as a person who lives in the USA, I think that it's necessary that you see the president.
Why is it necessary?
To celebrate your achievement.
Why is it necessary? Jorge, why is it necessary?
For achievement and without the president. You need to necessary to support the views of the presidents in some part. I think so.
There you go.
No, he just
In some parts,
repeated that it's necessary. I'm asking.
No, he said no. He said because it's an achievement.
Okay.
Yes, there's an achievement.
Don't you want to celebrate your achievement and accomplishment?
Exactly.
Feat? Like you might have been the first time. Like look at the hockey team. This is the third time they've won a gold medal in 100 years.
I choose not to celebrate my achievement with you. What's the issue with that?
No, it's not your. No, that's not your. That's the thing. It's not your achievement.
Okay,
it's the country's achievement.
Okay, what's the issue in me saying I reserve my right to not honor that invitation?
Because you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for the country. I'm about to put my sugar belly voice on. You're not doing it for you. You're doing it for the country, Louis.
Yo, Nathan. The country, Nathan. The country wasn't in the gym when you shooting free throws, man.
Yes, they were, bro.
Man, let's be honest. Nobody can name. I think what the last time they won was like the '84, the '84 Olympic, right? Nobody can name any other player on that team, but we know the country won. That's what it
The miracle.
the last team that won. Nobody can name a single player. I'm not sure we name a streak after any other player. Right? Well, okay, Louis, what do you give a fuck about?
Basketball.
Okay, what was the last time we won a World Cup? I mean,
we always win the gold medal every year.
We always win.
and you know everybody that's on the team.
Do you remember the time? Do you remember the team? Wait, Louis. Do you remember the team when we didn't win?
If you name any player on the team, yes.
When that Melo on them
3 teams.
Yes.
No.
I know Devin Booker. I know LeBron. I know Curry. I know who else was on?
Do you know the team when they were losing before they had the dream team?
Most likely,
Who was the point guard?
It's probably James Harden or some shit.
No, Jason.
No. Before that, I'm talking about back then. Before when Jordan was playing.
I might not know the iteration of players, but I know
we wasn't even born yet.
Yes.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
But you know the country
we don't even know the players. We don't.
Right, but you know the country won, Louis.
My point is, no, we do know these people. At least for basketball. For the sports that I care about.
Louis, we know. Listen, I could not name 2 players on the Barcelona Olympic dream team, but I remember the USA won.
Yeah, because that was the first time we had pro players playing in the Olympics.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right, and they went and represented the country. So what if it was like a parade? Would you guys say the Olympian would have the option to not show up for the parade?
Who's brushing their teeth? Come on now.
No, I'm mixing paint.
Oh, okay.
He mixing drugs. I don't know what to lie to you.
Yeah.
See,
I just heard you say bash you baking soda. I heard you, Nate.
No, I've been whipping it, man. That shit is
over the stove.
Process. You know what? Whip it.
Don't take Nancy Drew to see.
You've taken.
Just remember to drop the ice cube at the end, Nathan.
You said
looking forward to having flashbacks of his Louisville days before he went to Louisville.
Louis, let's say you're walking down the street in New York City, and you save a baby's life, right? And then the president called and said, "Oh my God, that was such an amazing thing. You are the example of what Americans should be. We wanna give you a medal of honor." You know.
For real, you wouldn't take that honor?
Yeah, we wouldn't.
Nigga be smiling, bro.
My black ass would be up there celebrating my achievement with any Democrat president. Like, I don't see the problem. It's to celebrate you.
It's not the party.
Well, I'm just saying for sake.
If he, this dude has totally disrespected. He don't take it seriously. Why would I take this dude seriously if he don't take the office seriously?
That's just your opinion.
It's not my opinion. It's a fact.
With all due respect, Mr.
It's
President.
not a fact.
It is a fact. Did you read the plaques that he put outside in the White House? The plaques for the other presidents? That ain't taking this seriously. Sleepy Joe on the plaque. Man, he ain't taking his office seriously. Stop it.
There's more conjecture.
Man, it's not conjecture. It's the truth. It's the freaking truth.
This nigga went to Philly and removed all like the commemorative historical shit about like slavery, like
He didn't
underground.
take the office seriously.
He stripped all that shit, bro.
This dude put his name
what?
on
Now
the
you say
Kennedy. This dude put his name on the wait.
He did
Put his name on the Kennedy Memorial, fam.
Bro.
He put his name on the Kennedy Memorial, fam.
And he's
The
trying to
memorial.
shut down
He
the
did?
National Museum of African American History.
Yo, he closed
That's
all
in
that
DC.
shit down. Like he moved plaques that have been like yo.
He ain't taking the office seriously.
All they do is cry, bro. So
I see.
I'm not fucking
They were worried
honoring
about
nothing. I'm not
memorials,
going to no
some
White
flag,
House meeting. I'm not
some
shaking his hand. None of
bullshit
that.
The argument is he taking the office seriously? That's what the argument is, fam. And he not. And I'm giving you proof why he not.
And it's
You know what I think?
That's like me giving you a CEO job and you're not even showing up to work, fam.
And just to address
You come to work this morning, it's sweatpants, you come to work late.
if Trump removes
And just to address the elephant in the room, we have someone that's literally from Mexico, knowing that Trump, and his things with ICE and everything like that, he is telling you guys that, hey, I will still go because it's my achievement to see the president.
Because he thinks.
And I think you guys will take that.
In
Can
regard
I
to
just
our
say this
country,
as it
absolutely.
pertains
What a
to
patriotic.
Trump removing
Hey.
artifacts and things that represent Black history? It's erasing history, and anybody who knows anything about anything, you got to know the history in order to move forward. You understand?
Where
If
did
you
he
take
put
away
it,
that,
Miss
it's like it never happened. It's like it never happened.
If you're saying you have to kiss the ring to be a patriot, that's
No, where did he put it? Where did he? Yeah, you. Where did he put it? Where did he put the museum?
Time out. Wait a minute. Excuse me, Samoa. Excuse me. What were you saying? First of all,
No, Louis wasn't talking to you.
No, like they were saying that
Were you speaking
it's
to me? Oh, okay.
unpatriotic. It's the Phillies is super patriot because he would sit with the president. I'm saying doesn't make you not a patriot because you decline that offer,
That's
right?
true too.
Like to say that you must
I understand your
kiss the ring.
Yeah, that makes you not patriotic. Yes, that does make you not patriotic, bro.
Yeah, you're not part of the group anymore. You're like individualize yourself. Yeah.
Okay, what do you
Patriotic is the theme.
Patriotism stops.
That's the postmodern.
Love for country.
Listen, are you making this argument? I'm going to tell you, you make
Project a bunch of
women can be male.
making public appearances with the president.
Male, listen, you make an argument right now, Louis.
So it's clearly after you accomplish the
Patriotism
feat in a team event
begins
and the event
and
is being
ends
celebrated by the leader of the country.
in support of country.
Louis, and to support your country,
You guys are going
you
to
should
try
meet
to
your
portray that to be like, oh, if you don't make this appearance, then you don't love your country.
I don't know.
to support your
I don't know. No, it's not the fact that you don't love your country. It's the idea that you're prioritizing your own person. No, hold on, no, because you're all right. So you're prioritizing your individual perspective over the collective bonding of like there's some things that are above you.
The most American document there.
I mean, you can use that for a cutout, but that doesn't defy the fact that you're like running away from the collective.
What was that?
You're not doing what's in the best interest of all of us.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're not fucking Maoist China, where we like the collective above all. We must honor the collective. No, this is America, the great USA, right? Liberalism, individualism, and capitalism, right? Beer, rock and roll, right? That's America. This idea.
Don't forget murder.
You must honor your father, the country.
Nigga in the workshop working.
oh shit, my fault.
The fuck out of here, bro. And that doesn't make me less of a patriot because I choose to stand and protest. You're saying fucking Ali was not a patriot because he fucking protested the job? You can say that. I can say that's as American as it gets.
Did he turn down the White House invitation?
Probably not. Pretty sure he's been with the president. I think I've seen him with the president.
Yo, I read a book about pet mixing yesterday. I bet you I can mix pet better than Nathan.
Man, you crazy as hell, bro.
Yo, Matt, to hell with the experts, fam. To hell.
Right. That's right. Much your education. I read a book, nigga.
Yo, Matt, who was that yesterday saying that?
I don't know. Some Nathan, some.
Oh, that's right. Nathan too.
Timu Nathan, Great Value Nathan.
Yeah, Timu Nathan. That's funny. Great players.
Wait, who said they don't rely on the professionals?
Oh no, we were talking. This guy saying he sent me to what was the word again? Fuck your degree about some shit. And I mentioned, credentials, and it's like, man, fuck your degree. And I was like, oh, okay.
Your degree is insane. That sounds insecure.
I read a book.
Somebody that feels like they're smarter than the person with the degree.
Robin?
Why that happened, right? Because Concrete stirred the argument about hey, it's subjective. History is subjective because if I want to appeal to this standard of, is it subjective? No. But when he was saying history, he was talking about the method in order to tell a narrative. He's saying, if I want to use this method to tell about history, I can do that, and it could be correct because it flows with the logic that I'm using. But you're saying that, hey, there are things we know, right? And evidence, and the conclusion isn't that, it's necessarily the case. It's more likely than what you're providing, based on all the things that I have as far as evidence. And your story takes some of the evidence, but it doesn't apply all of it. And Congress is like, so what? But it's my version of history, and you should be able to respect my version of history.
May I ask a question to Matt and Mr. Finley? Do you both agree? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
You guys agree that history is important in order to move forward? You have to understand what happened before.
Absolutely, definitely.
Okay, I just wanted to be.
You said history is important to move forward.
Meaning to understand.
Yeah, unless we're doomed to repeat the past.
Help shape, moving forward.
We must learn the past, or else we're doomed to repeat it.
Or just knowing what's going on, having a full look at everything. Yeah, we're on the same page. What's going on? What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on.
Yeah, I don't
Acknowledging history and dwelling in it is two different things.
Matt, because you're a historian.
That's a fact, Abdul.
Nah, Matt isn't a historian.
That people say history is written by the victor.
Yeah, that's also not true. That's also not true.
I heard someone respond to that. They're like, no, it's written by historians. And I was like, oh, this was written by people who are dedicated to, they make it their life's work to, understand what happened, try to draw, rational conclusions of, what happened where, there's missing pieces. It's not that just, the victors come in and just, rewrite history completely. I mean, to where is it always the case that the objective truth of all the events that occurred gets passed on? Do you believe that? Do you think that it's possible that actually the victors can just erase the history that they don't like? So it doesn't get passed on in any way? Is it possible to do that?
They can. So you see destruction of statue, monuments, and stuff like that. So they try to erase each other. But where history lives is in the custom, the culture, the song, poetry. A lot of the time, you will discover history to like correspondence letters, right, between two people. And they will tell you their experience in an event. And that's how you know that event happened. To get the contemporary analysis, right? The enemy, the winner will write a story, the enemy will write a story, but in between the two, this is where you learn how to decipher what is true and what is not true, what is propaganda and what's not propaganda.
Because I think I heard him run that argument before, and it seems like he considers history like a soft, like a humanities. In there's no empiricism. There's like empirical value to like the field at all. Like it's all subjective, and I'm like that seems wrong.
Who has that mindset, Louis?
I think that's what Concrete was arguing. Like that there's like a subjectivity to history.
I mean, I think there are cases where people do omit parts of it to maybe fit a narrative, as opposed to.
You mean like when you admit the greatness of Dr. King?
Chill out, little homie. About what actually happened. So that does occur.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's historical narrative, right? Because now you're trying to answer the why question. You won't know why something happened unless you ask the person who performed it, right? But that's not history. History is like, this battle happened. How do we know it happened? That guy said it happened. This guy said it happened. And we got the correspondence of the people and the experience while it was happening. Now, why did this battle happen? We don't know. Unless they write it down or the thing, you won't know that, right? Now, you can say this is what led to it by dig back in it. But the true answer of like why, you can never say.
See, and Matt, you did it again. This is why Concrete was arguing with you. He was saying that no, that's not what history is. That's what your version of history is. This person's version of history, you use these methods and that method. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's because Concrete doesn't know the different historical narrative, right? So, for instance, let's take the moon landing. Okay, now if we want to know, did the moon landing really happen? Okay, we can look and we say there's footage. There's the research by NASA. We can take the account of the people that went inside the comet, the people that worked in it, and all the other stuff. Now, why did we go to the moon? That's the narrative. Well, because we're competing against the Russians, or maybe we're looking for something on the moon, or maybe that we can make up, right? But we know it happened because we have the evidence to fund that. We have the machine that took the people to the moon. We have the eyewitness account. We have the people that actually, the people that experience going to the moon. And then now we can compile and say, this thing did happen on that day, and this is the evidence. Now, the narration will be, why did we know? And the purpose of the voyage, that's a narrative.
You're saying the why isn't part of history?
The why is normally the narrative because you're guessing now, because you don't have concrete evidence for it. Now, if you have concrete evidence for it, then it could be part of the historical record. But if you don't have concrete evidence, then it's a narration. Now you're narrating what happened, and that one is opinion.
We could use context. So, for instance, like with the moon landing, like, I'm trying to.
Yeah, you can use context. That would be the narrative because you don't have a concrete evidence on why we went to the moon. You don't have the primary person who started the mission tell you, well, we are going to the moon because. It will be concrete evidence, primary sources. But if we are looking at it and we are tracking it, well, we went to the moon because we were fighting with the Russian, or because we wanted to go see if the moon is really round. If we're guessing, then it's not historical fact. That's like when Lion comes up with those bold conclusions. Because of like, well, the Native American were Frenchies, the Jews were Frenchies, they are both Jews. What? Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
but the Native American wore fringes.
You know what was the best part? When he was like, why did they do it? Oh, they do it for fighting off spirits. Why did the Jews do it? Oh, they do it so they can remind themselves that they should keep the law. Then it's like, well, what about the spirit? These like demons try to take you away from the law. What do you think? How do you think demons enter inside you? How do you think demons enter inside you? That shit had me die.
How you think demons up there? Wait, who's up this thing? Lion and who?
It was Lion and Matt, bro. Matt was trying to explain to Lion that, hey, I don't think they're the same thing because they utilize it for two different things. The Jews utilize it, to remember the law, and they wear it for like the ward off spirits. And then afterwards, Lion was trying to make the connection that the Jews do it, for the same reasons too, to ward off spirits, because there are demons that try to enter in you, so that they can make you forget about the law. Like that.
That's conjecture, right? Like that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, come on, man. Come on, Lion.
Fourth left, never mind. Oh no, he's still here. Yo, so fourth. Listen, give him his Black History Month. I want to know why you be trying to, like, when you be wrong, just smirk the good name of the good Dr. King.
Nah, bro. This nigga Fort beat. Yo, I'm happy this nigga back, bro.
I am too. Cause I
he makes some good ass arguments, bro.
He just be on the back. He just be on the wrong side of history. In the law and politics.
Fort.
Oh, I thought you said something completely different.
No, I said like 4-2. He just be on the wrong side of history, the arguments, politics, basketball, wrong sport. born in the wrong state.
I'm scared.
It's like a whole bunch of things.
Louisville.
We had the Dr. Duncanstein. Like, stop playing.
But
y'all ain't had
Dr.
In college
you from the South, you be besmirching. Good name of Dr. King, fam.
There was nobody top line in dunking basketballs and college basketball.
And who's come out of Louisville since then?
Yeah, we've had a couple of players come out since.
All right, then. Who? All right.
Purvis Ellington.
What? Who?
See, you don't even know basketball.
It's not nice, bro.
Nervous Purvis? You guys don't know Nervous Purvis?
That nigga is not like that, bro.
I don't know who the hell that is, man.
In college, he was like that. That's why he went first.
That dude had like an 8-foot wingspan.
I give him a bucket right now, bro. Fact.
He's like 100 years old.
Is that the dude that held the ABA ball? Is that the dude that held that 2 ABA balls?
I give him a bucket
No, never
right
mind.
now.
Many guys know about
The Kentucky Colonels, but that was the ABA year.
None of you guys know about Daryl Dawkins.
You know what Daryl Dawkins?
Everybody knows about
Don't ever tell me Nervous
You know basketball, you better know about Daryl Dawkins.
His name
Nervous Purvis.
Do y'all know who Allah Abdel Albi is?
And you don't find it funny that Tim knows who Nervous Purvis is?
Yeah, like, what's a nasty name?
Yeah, but he was never nervous. Like that's why he got the nickname, especially when the moment was hot and then with the Final Four, I think the Elite Eight, he had like games where he was a freshman. That's why they called him never nervous.
That's like me, fam.
Stop it, man.
If you don't mute your mic, I'm going to throw you out of the room, Nate.
Frustrated. I'm never frustrated.
Come and make my age,
Your
Nate.
nickname is frustrated.
Hey, but here's my question.
Because you be besmirching the names of my heroes.
Hey, real quick, man. Here's an issue, though. To sit up here and say that it's conjecture what Lion was saying yesterday without even checking the reference points that he was making is very disingenuous, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's many books, that's confirming the things that he says. I'm pretty sure he has the same books that I have, give or take one or two. But to sit up here and say, well, the natives wore fringes and the Israelites wore fringes, well, that's just a coincidence, especially when you look at some of the things that they have, artifacts and all this other shit, the Decalogue Stone, the Lost Lunar Stone, and various other fucking artifacts over here confirming the shit that he was saying yesterday. So, and when you look at, certain aspects, you're sitting up here saying, well, one used to keep out evil spirits, one used it to remind them of the laws. That's the same fucking thing, because what is...
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes,
no, it's not.
That's definitely...
Yes. Can you explain? Can you explain?
Those are two different motives.
Yeah.
Can I explain?
To keep the law are two different things.
Yeah. Real quick, let me say this. They were following the sub form of the law because they forgot the law, but they forgot certain aspects. But the point is what he was making. The point that he was making is that sin is transgression of the law, the Torah. All right, that's in the New Testament and the Old Testament. And the only time you get evil spirits is the law, the Torah, which is
that ain't true.
No, that's according to the Bible. That's according to the Torah law. But my point is, though, when it comes to the natives, they were keeping it from keep using that same.
So can an evil spirit tempt you? Can an evil spirit tempt you?
Oh yeah, evil spirits can tempt you, but can they dwell in?
Okay. So if you don't fall to the temptation, have you broken the law?
No. Yeah, the Torah.
Exactly. If I'm trying to avoid temptation by keeping you away from you, keeping the evil spirits away from you, how's that the same thing?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is that it's a subform of what they were doing. I'm not saying it was a totality of what the Israelites were doing. That's all I'm saying. It's a practice of culture. That's all it is, family. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that there's not a...
They mean that they're doing it for two different reasons, and they're not connected.
No, but it's a correlation, it's not conjecture, it's a correlation. You understand? Now, if you want to sit up here and argue and say...
That's what Matt was saying. They're not related.
It's related, bro. Come on.
That wasn't the cause of why they wore fringes.
Yeah, but did you not hear what I said? I said it was the reason why it might have been a different way of keeping it, because they lost their way, or at least lost certain aspects of it, but they still kept certain cultural subforms of it. That's my point. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah, but you don't have evidence to just back that claim.
Yeah, I do. Yes,
right?
No. But listen, Matt, I do. That's why I referenced the book James Adir's book. He referenced fringe wearing. And he even said that they did it to keep to remind them of the laws. It's not to say that every single tribe did that for the same exact reason, but that was the whole purpose of keeping it. And at some point, they added certain things. It's just what it is. And it actually correlates with what happened with certain Israelites who became of the Gentile mindset, who started to go into other doctrine and had other doctrines into doctrine that they were already given. So that was the point. That's the point I'm making.
Was this so-called author a part of these tribes? One of the tribes he was speaking about?
Yes, he was. Yeah, so James Adir, in his book, he basically was living with them for like at least 40 to 50 years, and through his book, he was just recording everything that he saw of the natives, and said, I see a lot of things, that the cultural practices that they do that's correlating with the 12 tribes of Israel.
So he was correlating but not finding the causation of why.
Yes, but he was referencing things directly from the law that they were keeping. Certain feast days, certain things, cultural dress and everything. So it wasn't just him making certain.
Ever heard about the fallacy called correlation causation fallacy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see how that applies here.
So you're saying that there's a correlation, and from that correlation, you're trying to say that it's because And then you're telling us the causation.
No.
So
No,
so it's just a correlation. It's not the cause then.
No, that's what you're adding in.
That's what you're saying.
Not because they're Jews then. It's not because they're Jews.
Because they are. It's because he's.
Then that's the causation. You're saying they're doing it because they're Jews.
Bro, well, no, I mean, look, the only way to identify somebody is through what? Their cultural and their heritage.
You're doing the correlation causation fallacy.
Ray, are you gonna protest or what?
And that's why fallacies are always wrong. Because there's an error within your reasoning.
No, there's not.
Just because there's a correlation doesn't mean that there's a causation.
But why isn't it the other way around? Why didn't the Native Americans go and give it to the Jews?
No. I mean, that's a theory you want to make, then that's on you.
No, but I'll have to prove the void, right? I have to prove the connection. I have to show all of that.
Listen, I have a whole breakdown on YouTube. You know what I'm saying, that breaks down perfectly, but I don't, I mean, if I was to sit up here and reference every little poem from that little book, what is it, the process? Because then there's going to be, there's going to be a counter argument. Well, maybe this author had an ulterior motive or whatever. Like Nate just mentioned just a second ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I think when we look at cultural practices, right? Like for instance, I think the Jews, they bury their dead the next day after the death, right? It took like a day. While most Native Americans take like 4 or 5 days because there's a celebration associated with it. And I think death is pretty sacred, right? Where we take that very seriously. But yet, you know what I mean? They do it differently than the people that give it to them, that jazz and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you can say that. I mean, everybody has their own way of honoring the dead as far as giving their funeral. Some people, want to be cremated. You know what I mean? Depending on what culture.
Right.
Some people want to.
Right, but if I'm following my father's culture, I would be following my dad's culture, right? If my dad tell me, if the culture says, okay, we're gonna put our dad in mausoleum, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I mean, okay, but here's the thing, though, right? To the point, if we're seeing a group of people do the same exact shit, then how come we can't, at least investigate and say maybe there's a actual correlation and not a phallicytical correlation that Nathaniel right here is trying to insinuate.
You could say that there's a correlation, but you can't then say that because there's a correlation, it's a causation, because that would be fallacious.
Yeah, but what do you mean by the causation?
You're saying that the reason why we see a correlation is because, and the causation is, you don't get it. It's the correlation, and you're using the correlation as a causation. The correlation is that they wear the same thing. You're saying that's because they're Jews.
It's because they're Israelites, yes.
Yeah, and that's the correlation causation fallacy.
Okay, but here's the thing though, right? Based off of what I understand of the Hebrew and some cultural practices, say this, some of the videos that I put out like back almost like 8 years ago, a lot of natives actually watched that video and actually woke up to the fact that they are probably, descendants of the 12 tribes, right? So, and what's funny, I had in that video a couple, stuff from like TV shows and whatnot where they were saying that, whenever they're ceremonial dance, yay, aha, yay, they don't even understand, like, they're actually saying the Lord's name. You know what I mean? So
Oh my God.
Yes. No. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about it? You know, I mean, you laughing, but they started like, wait, I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's the way you say his actual name. It's kind of the way you guys are saying it in your ceremonial dances, and there was parts of your tradition that got lost in time because you guys lost your way. So I'm just saying there's those multitude of examples, and I'm only bringing it up because you brought up, you know, kind of downplaying what Lion was saying yesterday. But there's, you know, a bevy of information to prove what he was saying was on point, and you guys is laughing at him.
What are you talking? It's a terrible argument. What do you mean?
It's a terrible argument.
Yes, if you have a bad argument, why take the conclusion serious? It just shows that your argument is problematic. Why can't I make fun of it?
Okay, no, I mean, if it's bad, my bad. Well, I mean, it's like this. If it's bad, then yeah, but I don't see how it's bad. Maybe it's bad because you have confirmation bias. Maybe that's the one.
No, I just told you why. I just explained the fallacy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not saying it's bad because of no reason. I gave my justification. It's fallacious.
It's fallacious.
Yeah, it starts off with a fallacy. Oh, there's a correlation. Because there's a correlation, that means that there's this causation.
Okay, so I was sit up here and tell you that the Black West Indians, right, come from a specific tribe, and there's proof, there's biblical and prophetic truth to back those claims up. Would you then say the same thing? Especially if I was to go into detail about the little pocket that's over there in the West Indies that protect them from, you know, certain aspects of weather, you know, the crazy weather that goes down over there. Would that be conjecture, or would that be just a hypothesis that might bear some fruit? Because I'm saying we can go 1,000,001 different directions with this, man.
Depends if you use correlation and say that was the cause.
Well, I don't know. I think
If you don't go blow your nose, I'm gonna.
I think he understands my point. That there's a correlation, and because there's a correlation, I'm agreeing with you. There is a correlation. They do wear the same thing, but you're saying that this correlation has a causation, and the causation is because they're Jews.
Yeah. Okay. Is there, in mind you, but wait, hold, just stop right there. How come every book that I've read, I have a lot of books on the natives, right? Native American, North American Indians. A couple of them reference, are they a part of the tribes of Israel? There's actually a book that actually referenced them as possibly one of the tribes of Israel. And they also reference the Aztecs, Mayans, and Incas being, you know, people who descend from those people being, you know, of Hebraic stock, if you will. So I'm just saying, I mean, if there's information there, you gotta explore it to see if it's true or not. That's my point. And to come to the conclusion whether if somebody is just coming up with their own vain opinion, or if there is some truth that can bear a little bit of fruit or substance to it. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, I mean, I just think that just totally dismissing it is just kind of corny to me, man. That's all.
Hey, they just go quiet?
there, conchas flying in the sky.
What, that you in your PTR?
Yeah.
SMA.
That's
Mr.
what?
Mr. Finn, I'm at the
That's
airport.
it. You about to fly the greatest airline, or what you about to fly?
I forget, what airline are you?
Brand X. United.
American, baby. I only fly American because this is Eagle.
Oh my goodness. The best airline is Delta.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I actually really like American.
What you mean, no, it's not? Delta is definitely the best. United,
Definitely
man,
not.
all
Definitely.
the planes is old. Y'all can't even get a good plane to go
We
to
have the
Hawaii.
we have the
What's wrong
youngest
with
fleet.
y'all?
What are you talking about?
Not to go to Hawaii, you don't.
We have the youngest fleet, fam.
Not to go to Hawaii, you don't.
So, Mr. Finn, I'm not going to die even though there's a storm on the East Coast?
You're not gonna die.
I'm legit, like, slightly nervous. I always get a little nervous, but, like, when there's snow, I don't know. I don't deal with snow. Snow is, like, a fucking foreign thing to me.
Yeah, it's very foreign to me, too. Is it
There
a
was
real
definitely,
bad storm?
there was definitely
up
snow in Louisville. Fourth.
Yeah, but I ain't been in Louisville in over a decade.
I'm sure they're grateful for that. So Louis or Dewey, they're not gonna fly you in a day trip. Now, what happens to you when you get off the plane and walk on that slippery sidewalk? That's on you.
I'm still going to blame you, though.
Well, if you slip or fall, you can sue. Finley, have you taken a plane to Hawaii?
Many times.
Okay, were they not? Were they the old planes or the new planes?
We've flown Maxes to the freaking Hawaii, fam.
Say what?
We've flown Maxes to Hawaii.
From your where'd I fly out of? Houston to Hawaii?
No,
Use the old planes.
I don't think they're flying Maxes from Houston to Hawaii, but I know they do it from SFO and LAX.
Can I tell you
much shorter flight?
My thought on how, you know, when you get on the plane and they have to go over the safety instructions every single fucking time, and I'm sure that there's like some FAA regulation and script of things that they have to hit, right? I'm sure that's all regulated and why you have to do it every single time. But here's how they should do it. Would you guys like to hear how they should do it?
Go ahead. How should they do it?
There should be a thing like before people board the flight, for anybody who hasn't heard the spiel in the last year, but you only have to hear it once a year. So like once you've heard the like, you know, hey, you know, everybody who doesn't have a green check on their ticket, it means we don't have a record of you hearing the spiel in the last year. 5 minutes before the flight, come over here and one of our people is going to talk to you. And then once you've heard that, you're green for a year. You don't have to hear the spiel anymore for some period of time. And then everybody on the plane can fucking relax and not have to hear the fucking seatbelts, how the seatbelts work.
So Dewey, if you heard the spiel and are flying on a 737, right, and then
don't add fucking nuance to this. I'm right, Mr. Finn. I don't want to hear any nuance. I don't want to hear anything about fucking ideas about how it's not gonna work. I just want you to say, I want you to say, wow, Dewey, nobody thought of that. Brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. And if people just listened to you, if only you were king of the universe, we would not have to listen to the spiel. That's what you're supposed to say.
It even says even if you're a freaking flying, like aircraft types are different.
I just said don't add the nuance, Finn.
See, you trying to die.
Do we never mind, Mr. Finley? We will not accept his expert opinion, but it's a solution. When you buy the ticket, you can receive a video with the spiel.
Oh, look.
And then it's up to you to watch the
See,
video. So
Mr. Finn?
The
Now
airline already know which airplane they're going to put you on and then send you the appropriate video.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. See, Mr. Finn tried to fucking muddy the water.
I got him muddy.
All planes are different.
Muddy the water.
No, but he already solved it. You watch you get the video. Look, I had to fucking do some corporate cybersecurity training once a month, every month this year, and you just, you hit the button, it tells you not to, like touch your colleagues in the wrong way, and then, everybody has to sort of like click through the videos. I want that same experience for my plane safety things, so that when I'm on the plane, I don't have to hear, I don't want to watch the stupid videos, I don't want to hear the fucking people, I just want my soda, and that's it. All I want from the steward people is a soda.
Damn, you don't drink
what if they give you? Wait, what if they?
I'm not a big drinker.
Wait, what if they give you a video that you're about to fly the A319, right? And then that A319 has a mechanical and they can't take it, so they got to swap out planes and they put you on a freaking.
I told you the instructions earlier, Finn.
Step 5.
Your job was to agree, and you're not doing your job. You're supposed to say, "Wow, Dewey and Matt combined solved this obnoxious problem for everybody in under 2 minutes." That's your job.
I tell people that if you got a complaint, dial 1-800-GREYHOUND.
Ain't that a bitch? You gonna send them on the bus?
No, I'm telling them to call their complaint line. I think we'll find a way to give chillism a shot out one time and get it on the table.
But airline already do that, right? When you're like flying to country that require a visa, they'll always send you an email saying, "Hey, you might need a visa for this." They make you get this, and that, and all that crazy stuff.
Matt,
just attach a video to it.
Matt, if on this plane there are no Jewish stewards, I'm gonna complain and say that my needs were not met and that I was not served.
Listen,
that's a fact.
Dude, there's nothing that warms my heart when I'm walking at that gate and I see either a black pilot or a black stewardess. I know I'm like, one of my people's here. At least one of my people's here.
Yo, Dewey, real talk. That does lower the fear for a lot of, especially black flyers. They see a black flyer or a black crew member.
And does the opposite hold true? Does the opposite hold true?
Well, it's a comfort thing, right? Because there are a lot of nervous flyers, and black people have this thing. Well, if that black person ain't afraid to do it, then I ain't afraid to do it.
Well, as you can see,
put their life in danger.
As you can tell,
they see with the white people, they think.
Listen, this is
crazy,
y'all. Like big nose. It's like someone with a big nose looking at the pilot and saying, "Oh, he has a big nose like me." It's like, oh shit, like that's my people right there, big nose, like
no, man,
it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing.
It's not.
No, there's no culture. You don't know. You don't know that person's culture. Just because he looks the same, looks like he doesn't mean it's the same culture. You don't know that.
Ain't a big nose culture. You make yourself up.
No. What you're saying doesn't make sense. So you guys
know what I'm always looking at?
What I'm saying,
as a nervous flyer, I'm looking at the wing. I'm always just like, looking at the wing. Is the wing holding up? Is the wing holding up? That's what I'm looking at. I don't really care about anybody else.
Stop doing it.
Oh, I have to do that. I stare at the wing. I do. I like it. I sit at the window and I stare at the wing.
If you ever get it,
and I'm nervous the whole time. I'm like watching the wing. Is it flipping? Is it flopping too much?
I was gonna say, if you ever get into a heavy turbulent situation, you're gonna scare the hell out of it.
Oh no, I've been there. Trust me.
Yeah, I've been in some flights and not so fun, but I don't like to sit at the window.
I'm an aisle seat, my guy. Myself.
Window seat is for rookie. Aisle seat is the best seat.
Definitely the best.
I agree. Aisle seat is the best. I always fucking
the stupid agents keep on running into you.
That's because you like 6'12", fam.
Then again, when you fly in business,
you gotta suck in, you gotta move your shoulder in.
Samoa,
Ohio State is the best when you're just on economy, but other than that, if you're
Samoa, it's not their fault, fam. You were a former starter for the 76ers, fam.
You just look, go to the first class, and then you won't have this problem.
Isn't some more like 6, 7?
Oh my God! You know that you're calling conjuring up demon spirits, right?
Yo, Nate. He really only like 5'8", fam. But it's Samoan height. You know what I'm saying? They mapped this off, so he's.
Hey, did you guys all talk about the BAFTA awards? The guy with Tourette's.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about here.
That's cool. I think you brought it up.
No, I wasn't here. I was off for like a week or two. I've been busy.
Yeah, someone brought it up. That was funny. Coincidentally,
did people lose? Did anybody like crash out on here?
I mean, they're gonna crash out regardless. We could be talking about smiling babies, and somebody go.
That baby ain't smiling. Fuck that shit.
You can't blame a guy with Tourette's. Like, come on.
Exactly. You know what's funny, Matt? You know what I said? That Drew Iyer, because I'm not really on social media like that, but I've been on for like a week. I said the wokest of the woke crowd should understand someone that is disabled. They of all people should understand that. And they should be the most understanding, and they're not.
Did y'all ever talk about what happened at Ruth Chris with that viral video from that black dude talking about his experience when he went to Ruth Chris and seen all the hood and ratchets out there?
Well, hoods and ratchets don't go to Ruth Chris?
Well, typically you get away from it when you go to Ruth Chris.
No, you don't. You typically don't.
Well, most times you do. Well, at least the last times I went to Ruth Chris, I didn't see it.
I don't even like Ruth Chris like that. I think they steaks are overrated. I think that a lot of the mom and pops are way better than them freeze-dried steaks.
I mean, to each his own. I used to enjoy it more, but I like their size.
I mean, Matt is a connoisseur of nice restaurants. Matt, do you agree with me or disagree with me?
No, I don't like chain restaurants.
See, told you.
Okay, you can not like chain restaurants. So you just go to mom and pop steakhouses.
Mom and pop steakhouses are better.
I live in New York, so it's a little bit different. I live in New York. Mom and pop steakhouses? Nah, come on. Mom and pop like burger joints or like, sandwich, like all those stuff. I was like, those are fire.
But like Peter Luger's, is that
generally are better than
steakhouse?
chicken chains.
Hang on, I have to ask this. Is Peter Luger's like a mom and pop steakhouse in New York?
Yeah, that's a mom and pop. Because I think there's a second one now, but it's a singular restaurant. They do their own thing. They don't have to follow the chain or the chain recipe. They can customize stuff for you. I kind of like that atmosphere better than like your Capitol Grill, your STK Steakhouse. Those things are too, corporate for me.
Right. And it's not that good.
Ain't too bad. I enjoy those. I haven't had Peter Luger, so maybe one day when I go to New York, I'll try it.
I can imagine living in LA and going to Ruth Chris, whatever it's called, when there's like tons of other restaurants you can go to, where the chef gets to be creative, you get to eat something, not ordinary. I think that's a better experience, no?
I mean, possibly, but if you want a great steak, just depends. Because are some of those places where they only cook to medium or medium rare or whatever?
You shouldn't just think anything above medium is no longer food.
It's right. You choose.
Well, I don't medium. I don't like the medium.
Nah, you do well done. Don't you ain't got it front.
Stop
you do well done.
Dude,
I was just on the Louisville website, and it says we like our steaks well done, fam. I just saw it.
Yeah, I don't.
It's all black inside. Man, I've been saying one of these days I gotta go to Texas, and I want to try Texas cheese fries in Texas. That shit's fire.
Gay.
Shut your dumb ass up, Tennessee. Nobody wants to go to dumbass Rhode Island. Fucking smallest ass state. Fuck.
I thought Tim was from Boston.
Hey Matt, aren't you going to Rhode Island this year?
Yeah, we gotta stay for the
Now he's going for a special event. He's not going just to go.
The events in Massachusetts. Why are you staying in Rhode Island, though, Matt? Because of Newport is. Thank you.
Newport is definitely good.
Shut the fuck up. No, man. Y'all tried Texas cheese fries in Texas?
Oh, the Red, you know why I say representation matter, right? In 2019, I went to like Istanbul with my wife. And then I didn't notice it and I see why I didn't notice it. But she noticed that most of the workers, almost 99% of all the workers and the service people were men. And as a woman, she noticed that and she was like, she felt kind of uncomfortable. Like, when I clean your room, the servers, the people that check us out the hotel, we buy in. When you go get a cup of coffee, men. Bus driver, men. Taxi driver, men. People that work at Sephora, men. So she noticed where? In Istanbul. And I was like,
interesting.
Because I'm a guy. They're a Muslim country.
No, yeah, usually it's women who clean your room. That's the first I've heard.
Yeah, and I was like, hold on. And then I started paying attention to this kind of little things. When you're like the minority, you start noticing these things. So I was like, would I feel more comfortable if there was black people on that plane? So I started paying attention. I was like, you know what? I think I would.
No, but again, I don't think that has anything to do with like anything difference between you and your wife. I feel like me as a man, I would have felt like thing too. I not felt weird, but just thought, oh, that's interesting because usually women are the ones that come clean your room. So this would be a first to me to experience or see a man coming in, like men cleaning the rooms. Like I would be like, well, that's new, but I wouldn't think of it as anything. So I just don't think like something like that is alarming or a big deal.
Because you ain't woke, fam. You sleep. You need to wake up.
Yeah, I mean, well, not to my wife. I don't know what that means. My wife is woke.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
I think Red Rum be intentionally snoozing, fam. He be intentionally.
Only because Red Rum say stuff like, he'd be like, "Oh, the race doesn't exist." Like what? It's the same. Like no, it's clearly not the same thing.
He just said.
I never said it doesn't exist.
He just said, you know. Somebody see something with a big nose.
What?
You said Black Hawk training thing?
Yeah, it is because just because he looks like you doesn't mean he shares the same culture as you.
Come on, bro.
Like, what is that
the thing, man?
That's crazy. You don't know if that's from Jamaica. Like you ain't Jamaican. Like what are you talking about?
His name.
Like you guys are like it's embarrassing.
He don't get it. He don't get it.
His name is Javante.
It's not about not getting it. It's really embarrassing.
Listen,
like someone with a big nose, same thing. Like it's how you look. You guys are just talking about physical appearance. That's all y'all talking about.
No, we not.
And it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing.
What's embarrassing?
Your physical color, skin.
That's what you think black is. You think black is just the way you look.
Of course it is.
So then it has nothing to do with how you look. So then why do you guys bring it up?
Exactly.
It either does or it doesn't. You guys need to pick.
What, blackness?
It's not.
He's saying you feel
about looks.
It's the culture that's associated
But
with
then that has nothing to do with how you look.
The culture is not always equivalent to skin color. Hello,
America. There's a shared experience between black people. Why? Because the majority of people are
no,
white.
there's not.
Right?
I want you to tell Ben Carson.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
Talk to Ben Carson about that.
I don't care what one coon say.
You saying Ben Carson a coon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he ain't black.
So now they're talking about culture, but they don't know when they look at another.
You guys are swapping back and forth.
They don't know if they look at another.
No, he's swapping back and forth.
No,
dude, I want you to imagine. I want you to imagine.
And he's saying no black in the skin color.
I'm about to go through security.
No, if you're saying,
I want you to imagine that you get on and it's a bunch of people that look like and are dressed like Eminem. Do you feel comfortable or not?
Hell no.
But what culture is that?
What's that white trash culture?
White trash culture.
White trash culture?
culture.
He's mimicking fucking black culture. What are you talking about?
He's
No,
wait.
I'm not gonna allow this kind of slander.
Eminem talks about slashing it. Eminem talks about slashing the daddy's throat.
Okay, forget Eminem. You get the point that I was trying to make, right?
White trash culture, fam.
No.
That's not black culture. Just because he hip hop artist don't mean it's black culture.
So now you're talking about the way he looks and dresses, or
his
what?
big mom in the trunk.
He's not talking about his music, he's talking about his appearance.
That's not black culture.
Exactly.
Oh, he looks like he is a part of the black culture. Yeah, he looks. You're saying that because he dresses urban, he looks the part. Therefore, we should accept him. No, he doesn't share the culture.
Not suggesting.
No, but how do you know he doesn't share the culture, though? How do you know him?
He's white.
If you don't know him, how do you know?
He's white.
Exactly my point. You don't know, nigga. Stop the bullshit.
Black culture.
You don't know him, so how do you know if
Red Rum, he's white. I just
No,
told you.
again, see, now you're talking about physical. You said it was culture, now you're going back to physical. So if it's physical, that's what I'm saying. It's embarrassing. You don't know. You don't know if that guy grew up the same way you grew up. What if he did?
Sure.
You don't know because you never met him. So stop it. Stop the bullshit. Just like how you never met that black man. Just because he looks black, oh, now he's from the same culture as you? No, what if he's from another country?
Culture is
He'll
shared.
be more French than you. What if he's French and you don't know? He's more French than he is like black. Nah, because you know I got y'all. I got y'all.
You didn't even let me answer.
0.
Right, bro, you cooling, bro?
Keep cooking, bro.
I'm cooking them. I cooked all of them. They have nothing to say.
Fort loves,
because that's a fact.
With raisins in it.
Listen, what I'm trying to say is this, bro. That's a fact. What I'm trying to say is this, my brother.
Negro, please.
I'm simply saying that black people, right? Me and Mr. Finley, even though we've never met each other, we both live in America, right? I could tell him, he could tell me about something he's experienced amongst white people, and I'll be like, oh my God, me too. Because black people in America have a shared experience. And that's associated with culture, shared experiences. And when we're talking about black and being comfortable around black people, we're talking about that aspect right there. Who has that shared experience of being that minority amongst a whole bunch of like people that look like Red Rum that don't think they're white?
Did Obama
Wait, hold up. So now you're talking about specifically American. So now you changed it. That's what you just did.
Black always been associated with America.
Even if they're American, that doesn't mean they grew up the same as you. That doesn't mean they had the same experience as you. So it's assumption again. It's assumption based on physical appearance. You're assuming based on physical appearance. That's what you're doing. Stop it.
No.
Y'all don't know what you're talking about. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. No, I heard what you said. I heard what you said. You shifted it to American, though.
Still in my position.
You shifted it to American. You said,
but you still in my position.
We're a minority. We're a minority, and we look different among everybody else. And then you threw me in there, calling me white all of a sudden. Like, the fuck?
You are white. You're not black. You're not color Armenian.
So I'm either white or black?
Your nose is more white than Red Rum.
Is that the option, white or black?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the majority of the world is white then. All right.
Or brown. Okay.
Oh, wait. Now brown's a third one, or?
And yellow.
Yeah, that's for the Mexicans. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, now they're the new ones called off-white. Off-white. Armenians are off-white.
No, you can claim brown, Red Rum.
No, you can't. No, you can't. That's for the Mexicans.
No. We're off-white. There's a new one.
The Mexicans took that shit back, bro.
The Mexicans can have the brown.
After 9/11, there was like, oh yeah, all the brown people, they were talking about, the Asian browns.
What about the Jamaican browns?
Nah, they're Jamaicans. They're not black. They're no black. They're no black puppy. Exactly. They're no black puppy.
Well, didn't Haitians and Dominicans have the same shared culture?
Hell no.
They don't.
Americans hate the Haitians. What are you talking about? It's two totally different cultures.
That's why we're not just talking about that's why when you say black, you're not just talking about skin color. And I just want y'all to understand that. You're not only talking about it. That's a part of it, right? That's why mixed people can't be black people. They don't go through that same experience.
Obama can't be
He's talking
black.
like he knows.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
You're talking like
and you know another thing too, Fourth, bro? When you break it down, you start looking at like true success, like being like president. You see that all these people that claim to be black, they're not even black, they mix. It's something like what you see in Haiti.
Black man. Ben Carson.
No, I'm not saying that, but hear me out now. No, hear me out. I'm not saying that it's like you find all the time, 100%. I'm just saying, and like these prestigious black people that you look out through history, you see a lot of them mixed people, bro. It's like that light skin shit, they got them into like doors where black people couldn't get into. I tell you this, black people, like people that look like me, not you, Fourth, because you light skin. People that look like me, people that look like Mr. Finley.
But then you agree with Red Rum's point that it is about how you look.
No. I'm trying to say the shared experience. Yeah, that's part of it. People like me, Mr. Finley.
Is it an important part or an unimportant part? Because it
is an important part. I think that's the thing that he's saying. Like, if I was in that situation, I would feel comfortable where I know.
It's embarrassing at this point. They're just trying to.
Okay, let me just finish
I'm sure you did. I had to go through security, but it's just they're standing on sand.
You don't think that black Jews have a different experience from white Jews?
I'm
Even
sure
though they're Jews?
Well, wait. But it's not the black part. It's a different culture, and I
You don't think the black part in America?
No. Yes, it's very different. They have, like if you're talking about like, well, again, it depends because there are black Jews in my temple, right? They have a very similar culture to me, and so it's but there are entire. Yeah, very similar.
I'm not saying it's the same, but I'm saying that
nobody is the same. Nobody is the same. There could be somebody who looks just like me and is a complete asshole, whereas I am a perfect angel and everybody loves me. So
that's what we talk about. But saying that, hey, culture is a part of it.
Don't be lying, fam. God ain't gonna come to you.
You say culture is a part of it. Skin color is a part of it.
Wait. Stay on culture. Stay on culture. You cannot just look at someone and immediately know their culture. You can't.
Absolutely.
I mean, approximately yes, but like, if you're talking about students, right? They have a uniform, so you can't tell by their clothes. They have to wear like the only culture you can get from the clothing is that they're professional at a steward and they have to act like stewards. So that's the only thing you can get from their clothing. So physical appearance, it's pure. You're basically basing it purely on the hue of their skin. It's all Listen. Here's what I'm saying. When they leave that job and they put on clothes, you're assuming that they put on clothes like you because they have the same skin color. They might put on a Renaissance fair and be fucking nerds, right? You don't know.
Actually, no. Actually, you can tell because people wear their uniforms differently, and the accents that they add, shoes, you can tell.
They're shoes. Okay.
No, it's all a song.
Yeah, you know that, but you know what it is. You know what it is.
It's
you can look at a white person, Dewey. You can look at a white person, Dewey, and you can look and you can say that, hey, this person isn't Jewish, or this person is Russian. It's not just the skin color; it's the culture associated by it. Right?
What do you mean culture associated with what?
Like white Russian people are white.
Yes, and I can't tell a Russian person from a French person.
No, yes you could. Yes, you could, bro.
If they're wearing the same outfit, I can't.
Bro. What do you mean?
Bro, Ukrainians
I can make a guess.
Different than French people.
Yes, of course.
That's what I mean.
Again, yes, there are stereotypes of how they look, and I can say
that's a Russian, but turns out they're fucking Ukrainian instead.
What Matt said, he doesn't want it to be a guess. He wants it to be obvious. He wants it to be obvious.
No, you're saying it is obvious, and I'm saying it's not.
When saying that,
I'm saying you can't just look at someone and determine what they are.
Wait, what if they're Russian, but they fucking grew up in another country, so their culture is French? Like, you don't know that.
That's what he said.
You don't know that. No, you don't know that until you meet them. That's exactly why I said it's assumption. So when you see somebody and you go, since Nathan wants to go, you see somebody and you'll know they're Russian. Okay, they're Russian, right? You go up to them, you talk to them, you get to know them, then it turns out they're fucking they're Russian.
You're not
you don't know what you're talking about.
But you're not dealing with it.
No, you guys are not dealing. You guys are not dealing with what Red Rum is saying. Listen, Samoa. Do you even know what we're talking about?
You know me. Stop it. I'm not going with your more stuff from today.
Nathan is saying that based off of essentially stereotypes, you can
the physical attributes.
Yes, just based off the physical attributes, you can try and make a guess, and off of their ethnic heritage, and based off of that, then you can also make assumptions about their cultural heritage. And I'm saying those are both of those are leaps. Not just one is a leap. The second one is the biggest leap. To say that, oh, because someone is a certain ethnicity, now I know how they behave, think I know all these other things. That is a huge assumption.
Hey Nathan, do you think that was a good straw man?
No, that was a straw man. What I was saying was when Matt made the claim. Matt said that, if I was placed in a situation like that where I don't see people that look like me or share like the same culture or anything like that.
But no, it's that second part, share the same culture. You don't know someone's culture based on how they look.
You don't get it.
That's what we keep saying.
Listen to me.
So that was a great steel man. I did make a good steel man.
No.
That's what your argument rests on, is that you can go from
my argument isn't
looking like me to, they must be the same culture as me.
Nathan, you're proving us Samoan. You're not admitting when you're wrong and when we talk.
You gotta let me land, bro. Y'all didn't hear you didn't hear how you cut me off?
Y'all not letting land. Y'all not even letting land.
Land your terrible point.
Listen, I've been taking
horrible though, just to let you know.
Yeah, I've been taking advice from Mr.
Your steel man just now.
I'm about to land out Mr. Finley.
I didn't even offer a steel man.
Well, no, you did, because I said I did steel man, and you said I didn't, and therefore you're straw manning my steel man argument.
Listen, so I was saying that
incredibly dumb.
I was saying, Matt, I was trying to explain to them because they had a hard time understanding what Matt meant when he said that he would like to see black people as well, right? Because I'm a black person, right? Matt is saying that I want people that share culture that looks like me on those planes, so I could feel comfortable, right? Or I would feel more comfortable with those type of people on the plane with me. And what these guys were doing was saying that, oh, you just want people that have the same skin color.
No, let's stop right there and examine what you just said. How does he know? No. We didn't let him finish. He just finished his statement. Yes, he did. He stopped at the point that what he was trying to say.
The punchline.
Y'all missed it.
No, the punchline was him talking about what I said.
No,
listen, I'm saying
what he was just saying.
The punchline was what Matt said. He wants the look, the race part, and the ethnic.
Oh, I heard him, you idiot.
And then you guys are saying that. One second, you guys are saying that because
let's stop right there. Let's talk about what he said. I want to talk about what Matt said.
You can't make a claim about the culture. And it's like, no, he said.
Go ahead.
They don't get it, bro.
Yeah. All right. So his first criteria was look like. That means the racial composition. Then the second part is think like. That's the ethnic requirement there.
It's not ethnic. It's not ethnic. It's cultural. To think like. Ethnicities don't think like a certain way. That's cultural.
Hold on, the ethnicity in
Let's give it to him. Let's give it to him. That's small. That's small.
Yeah.
Come on.
And also, look. You guys are strawmanning us because Red Room and I aren't saying that.
Bro, you don't know
you can't determine. We're not saying. Listen. We're not saying that you can't look and determine at someone's race. Of course you can, right? And if that makes you comfortable, that's fine. One, we're saying that's a little weird, and the reason why we're saying it's weird is because there's a second assumption that you're. Sure, people do it all the time, and I think it's weird every time they do it, right? And you do it too.
I'm saying
now who's not letting who
do it?
Yeah. Come on, man.
And the reason why it's weird in this context is because you are in a place where all culture is absent, right? When you go on and there's a steward, right? The steward is acting outside. They're in a professional space where they are essentially there to serve you, right? Professionally, they don't have any cultural attire, right? They wear the uniform. Oh my God. Oh, except for the shoes, right? They Thank you, Finley, for adding the shoes.
I catch up with.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Right, but for the average observer,
Can I go
right,
after
the steward is
I'm
just
after,
wearing steward clothes.
No, I'm going after Dewey. The fuck?
For the average
Okay, I'm
observer,
after it.
for the
Shut
average
your bum ass up, right, baby?
the
I
steward.
already shot after Nate. What the hell?
Do we finish? Yeah, do we just finish?
Go ahead, Dewey.
What's wrong with y'all?
For the average observer, the steward is just wearing steward clothes, right? There are no signs of any cultural affinities in one direction or another. And you guys are saying, oh, because a steward is black or white or whatever, that you can then make judgments about all kinds of cultural affinities when you can't, because there are black people who are into D&D. There are black people who, again, are into Ren Fair. There are black people who are who represent the quote-unquote black cultures you guys have described it, right? And you don't know that based off of what you're seeing from the steward. So you can't say, oh, I have a connection with this person without any other cultural signifiers. There are no, I mean, again, yes, Finley, the shoes, they're allowed to pick their shoes. Maybe you can make a cultural significance, but for the average observer, there's no cultural affinity that you can gain. Maybe you can through a conversation. If the person comes up to you, dabs you, and talks a certain way, maybe that would start to be cultural signifiers. But again, without any context, there are no cultural signifiers from a steward that should make you feel more culturally comfortable or not.
Yeah, it's very simple. Like I said, when you're talking about physical, right? The physical part that Matt was saying, someone that looks like me, someone can make the same argument and say, I have a big nose. And I'm looking around, oh, that guy has a big nose. I feel comfortable because physically he looks like me. That's the same thing when you talk about skin color. Physical appearance. Second part, cultural. You don't know someone's culture until you speak to them, until you meet with them. Everything else, the way they dress, the way they wear their shoes, the way they do, all this is all assumption. Assumption. And then Dewey just brought up that last part. When you start engaging with them, whether it's like a gesture or even like a short conversation, maybe a sentence, things like that can make your assumption like, oh, it's more likely than not, right? That's what happens. Other than that, it's all assumption. All right, simple as that.
Of course, it's all an assumption.
Okay, so you're going off of assumption. And that's crazy. Like I said, Matt, someone can look like you. Someone could look like you, right? But like they're from another country. Like they're more French than they are American black. And let's say you're an American black, right? You have that culture, and you look at someone, you go, oh shit, he looks like an American black, but you don't know him until you actually go and talk to him. When you talk to him, that who's more French than he is American black. Come on now, y'all, this is crazy. It's that simple.
You done?
Go ahead, yeah, you done.
So look, and I'm sorry, Dewey, you jumped on this, or he left. Oh, he left you all alone, unprotected.
I need help. I cooked y'all already. I cooked all I'm not alone. I'm not alone. There's other people in this room on the stage that are agreeing with me. So I'm not alone.
Q. Respect the Q, right? The Q. So, yeah, they left you all alone, my brother.
No, I'm not alone, like I said.
Come on, man, Q.
No,
Q.
don't play a game now. Come on now.
Come on, man.
You see the gestures? You see the emojis? Yeah.
Q. All alone, man. Unprotected. You better pick up that phone call. But
I called them to save them. I called.
Look, the whole point was this. Hey, I want black people that would be hostess. Hey, that was me. And I understood what he meant by black people. Mr. Finley understands what he means by black people, because we're black people. We know what that means. We want people that look like us, who share our same culture, that can be able to, that way we feel like they would understand me. They would understand what type of situation I'm in. That comes with the shared culture. And when he said, I want this, what you guys heard was, I want people that just have the same color as me. Because that's what you think blackness is. You think blackness is just your skin color. I get that. But no, in America, blackness is not just your skin color, right? That's why you have things like FBAs, you know? There's a difference when you talk about someone being black and when someone being black. because if you're associating all the, Africans and all that other stuff for, anyone that looks black. And I know that when my boy Matt was talking, he wasn't just saying that, hey, I want Africans around me just because they're black. No, he meant people who share his culture, people who understand him, people who wouldn't give him just foo-foo and some hand towels to tell him go eat. Because he eats with a fork, with a knife, that type of stuff, bro. And I don't know why you just, no, my last part, I don't know why you would just associate blackness with just the skin color. It just let me know that Red might be white, because if you're a minority, you understand.
That's not what I did.
It's not just, no, come on, Red Room, come on, man, come on. You was on the phone when I addressed that. You see that?
No, you didn't, because you just said I only talked about skin color.
Red Rum, the more you fight, the more it's going to hurt. Let's let it happen, bro.
No, you're just a liar. You're not honest. You're not an honest debater. I'm not here to troll.
No, bro, no.
I'm not here to troll, so
let it happen. Don't wiggle, bro.
Don't address me if you're trying to troll.
Bro, just let me take it.
No, I ain't trying to troll. So don't address me if you're going to troll.
Don't give it up.
No, I'm not. Don't address me if you're gonna troll.
You're gonna get tired wiggling, and when you get tired, it's gonna hurt more, bro.
Trust me.
It's gonna hurt more.
You will. Trust me. If you're gonna address me, don't troll. Cause I don't fuck with that shit. Don't troll. Cause it's not a troll conversation. You think I'm trolling here?
Red Rum, I'm not trolling, bro.
I'm not trolling, and I know Matt knows I'm not trolling.
Red Rum, just let it happen, bro. Just let it happen.
I'm not gonna let the trolling happen. You want a honest conversation or we don't?
I'm being honest with you.
No, you're not. Because you're saying
come on, man. Red Rum, you scared that I'm gonna take it from you.
I ain't scared of nothing. Shit. Fuck.
Come on, let me just land the plane. So I'll be fast. Because I know other dudes. The last part is this. In the end, he wasn't saying that, hey, I want Africans or I want Jamaicans around me just because they're black. No, he was talking about people who understand his culture and who understand it. And I'm
Samoa, right?
Yeah, not that dumbass low IQ coming in the room talking shit already. Fucking dumbass. You'll be next.
This is horrible. Red Rum. If you want to talk to anyone, you gotta ask me first, bro.
Oh, is that right?
You mind? My hand in your back pocket now.
So you think?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm talking to whoever I
want. Hold my hand when you talking.
No, I'm supposed to hold your pocket if you're a bitch.
Yeah, hold my pocket, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know what the big deal is here.
Just hold your dick first before you talk to me, the fuck?
I thought that what Matt was asking for makes sense as a business model. But in our modern day, you would say it's like discriminatory, right? They're like, oh my God, fairness and equality. These are the things that we need. But he's going back to where it just makes sense. You want your customer to have the most convenient, comfortable ride so that they're able to kind of like invest in your airline even more. And he's saying, hey, you're from Brazil? Have Brazilians there. You're from Hawaii? Have Hawaiians there. You're from Senegal? Have people that are from Senegal there. Makes absolute sense. Because two things. It's pleasing for the eyes, and it's also pleasing for the mind. Who would want a business model outside of that? Pretty sure everybody would love that model.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
So, first, it is a real thing when black nervous flyers see black, like who people they are.
We can barely hear you, Mr. Finley.
Am I better? Should I speak louder?
Yeah, it sounds like you're in an echoed room.
I got my AirPod Maxes on. That might be it. And I'm in my bathroom. I'm like cleaning up.
Stop taking the shit and speaking over the mic.
Yeah, I'm not taking a poop film. I don't do that. That's disgusting. While talking to you,
you don't poop. Oh,
so no, I don't do that. There is a comfort to seeing for black people, specifically African Americans, when they see black crew members and black pilots, they are more comfortable and less nervous when they fly. You hear this all the time because it is a cultural thing
that black people, and it's you've seen the stereotype in movies all the time about, you know, the white person being nosy and going into danger, white people are going to run the opposite way. Those stereotypes come from reality. There's also a real thing. You can try it. Have one black person run past a group of other black people. Some of them are going to start running. It's cultural. It's a real thing, right? It's a real freaking thing, right? Because there is comfort around other black people. It's cultural because we believe subconsciously that there's a black pilot, then I'm safe because this black pilot's not going to do anything to put us in danger.
Mr. Finley, may I say one more thing about black pilots?
Yeah. Q.
Oh, my bad. I was just saying we really like black pilots.
Thank you. And it is a cultural thing. And yes, race is color is a part of it. But I can, and many blacks can tell. I can tell your culture just by checking you out. 90% of the time, right? It's in the shoes, and I said other accents. For example, black women, African American women, like earrings, the way they wear their scarves, the scarf, like stuff like that is cultural. Same thing with black pilots. I can tell if the pilot is African American or he's like Jamaican or Islander, right? Like there's a difference, and there's a difference the way we walk and the nonverbal, the simple head nod. That's an African American thing, right? When they pass us on the street, like it's just little things like that. You see what I'm saying? That are nonverbal. That even if we're in the same uniform, you can tell within seconds of meeting each other. Like, you know, and I say 90% accurate thing. I'm being, you know, hyperbolic and sarcastic, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. But it is. But there is a thing about culture. There absolutely is a thing about culture, especially with flying, where most people that fly are nervous flyers.
The person checking in at the gate here is not white, and I feel very uncomfortable right now. I think I'm going to demand a white person replace them. My feelings need to be accommodated about this level of comfort because I just don't trust people. Look, do you hear? You hear it, right? You hear them in the background? No, red rum. This is about how comfortable I feel.
Right. Your comfortability is racism.
No one saying
your comfortability is harming them.
Not only that, it's a woman. It's just that makes me double uncomfortable.
Oh shit.
Damn, he added an extra.
I said more comfortable, fam. I didn't say uncomfortable. I said more comfortable.
That's what you're suggesting, and it's fucking asinine.
No, I'm not.
If you want to start hiring people based on that,
who's making that point? Who's making that point?
We can go backwards.
Come on, Don. To be 100%
We can go backwards and erase everything good we've done.
He wants to be 100% comfortable.
Who said that, Don?
He doesn't want to be comfortable.
I'm gonna ask to speak to the manager.
You're just making shit up sometimes.
I want to ask you. Throw a PF while you're at it, Dewey.
Y'all just making shit up. I wouldn't make that out.
I want to ask Miss Lopez a question. Miss Lopez, you walk inside the building, you're going on the 50th floor, right? One elevator open, there's a guy in there. The other elevator open, there's a woman in there. Which elevator are you using? And why?
The one that opened first.
The one that's closer. The one that's closer.
He asked a woman, acting like women.
No, everything is equal. You right in the middle where the button is.
Oh, I missed that he was asking for a
button.
And it doesn't make a difference, right?
Nothing make a difference. One elevator has a guy in it. The other elevator has a woman in it. Which one are you taking?
It depends on how they're dressed.
Everything is equal. Everything is equal. What the hell?
No.
He said everything is equal. That's how they dress.
Yeah, saying what difference does that
Probably the man. Then maybe the man because I feel more safe.
Okay.
And I was gonna say
because
the
in
woman.
case some shit goes down.
Now she been decided.
No, I'm not because in case some shit goes down, he might be able to protect me.
Yeah, you say you're more comfortable. Okay, let's do this. If it was
one has a bear, one is a bear, and one is a man. Which
She's definitely going to do. We all know the answer to this.
If it was 5 men in an elevator, 5 black men,
Why'd you
And
have to say
5
black
million.
people?
I'm gonna start talking
Because-
now.
because-
I'm going
because- Because I want to see, which one does dog gonna take. I'm just see which one dog.
Y'all going to the elevator for 5 minutes. What you talking about? Have a good time.
Because I probably know.
Don's like, I've seen that white couch. Don said, I've seen that white couch.
Hey, yo, Philly, that's fucked up. That's wild.
What about a white couch? I didn't get it.
It's a very inappropriate.
I thought that was a perfect demonstration, Nathan.
I see you at those
I thought it was
conferences.
a really good demonstration of like the irony and like the hypocrisy of people that are so anti-diversity, equity, and inclusion. But then when you take the opposite position, as far as it being of like self-segregation, now they all want to be inclusive. Now they want to be diverse. That shit is horrible.
Samoa, what are you talking about?
That's a good point, Samoa.
They don't even realize what they did.
You see that? It's over their head.
Horrible.
Because I wanted a woman.
Everyone knows I'm in over my head.
People are self-segregated. That's how we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
Yo.
Hey, yo.
Speaking of segregation, what's up, Mel?
One the youth. You know what's funny, yo? So look, I was playing concrete today, and one of my finishers, the concrete finishers, yo, he's Jamaican, but not typical Jamaican. I'm talking about from that fucking area where you can't understand anything anybody says. Like, I guess to make it analogous, it's like saying someone from Hialeah. They're speaking Spanish and they're speaking Hialeah. So there's this one Jamaican dude, bro.
I don't know what that means.
You know what speaking Hialeah means?
No, I don't.
Okay, so the average Spanish person will say hola. The average Spanish person will say hola, como tú estás, muy bien, como
When they say that word,
something like that. But yeah, the Hialeans, they be like, hola, amigo. What the fuck did you say? Yeah. So there's this guy.
Call it ice.
There's this Jamaican dude, bro. If you look at him trying to communicate with everybody on the job site, I'm talking about the white people, other black people, the Mexicans, and everybody, every time he talks, he just nods his head. They just nod their head and be like, No matter what he says, he can say you're a faggot ass bitch. And they'll be like, yeah, It's fucking hilarious trying to see him communicate with people.
Oh, there goes the culture war. What happened?
Of course, don't think I'm.
Man, knowledge you missed that Nathan cooked today.
That's not.
No,
he
he
didn't.
got cooked.
No, he didn't.
Yo, who cooked him?
Oh, I cooked them. I cooked
You
all
can't
of them.
cook. You burn water, man. You can't cook.
Bro, I cooked all of them. Man, Dewey.
Yeah, you can't cook.
Man, you talking about fried chicken and chitlins.
You get to the. Oh, not too much on fried chicken and chitlins, fam. Hold on.
You eat chitlins, Mr. Finley?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God! Does your wife make them?
No, she does not.
She doesn't. Yeah, I don't make them either.
No one wants to cook that shit in that house.
That's right. They smell so bad.
Watch your mouth, man. Y'all not gonna.
What are we cooking?
Good.
Is it
good
chitlins?
stuff. Y'all not gonna disrespect
Why-
our slave food.
Bro, with all due respect, why chitlins? Y'all is free now.
Y'all not gonna disrespect my slave food, fam.
Not just Finley.
No, every New Year's we used to go to my dad's best friend's house. Every New Year's they have chitlins.
That's different. You're eating pig ass. That's pig ass.
Pig ass. That's pig intestines.
That's pig. I don't care.
Mochi, you have
Yo, Mochi, you do cosplay, right? Like,
yes.
Wait,
you ever cosplay as what's her name, Chun-Li?
No, I have it in the mail coming. I'm going to be doing a bunny Chun-Li for Etchy Fiesta when it comes to town. And then I'm doing Lucy from Fallout. And then I have some more photo shoot stuff coming up.
Oh, Lucy from Fallout? That's nice.
Yo, Mochi, you eat hot dogs? You hot dogs, Mochi?
No. I actually don't.
Do you
That shit's really
eat
bad for you.
sausages? Do you eat sausages? Do you eat sausages?
It depends on what kind of sausage.
Exactly.
What the hell?
Same thing.
What are you guys talking about?
Mochi, did you watch?
I mean, I don't.
Mochi, did you watch?
Am I Jewish?
Pig ass.
So it's
did you watch? Mochi, did you watch?
Hold on 1 second. I can't be knowledge over Mr. Finley. He's crashing out over pig ass.
Mochi, did you watch? Did you watch season? Mochi, did you watch season 2 of Fallout?
Yes, I did. It was fantastic.
Really? Wait, hold on. Do you think it was better than season 1?
I do, but that's because we're getting into some really deep plot now. Like, they set us up for the Enclave now, and I'm just kind of like, oof. It's about to get really good, guys. It's about to get really good.
With you.
I can't get into it. My wife loves that show. I can't get into it.
Okay, how about this? I feel like one day in the Discord we should all like sit down and just really analyze Fallout.
Yes, I'm down for that.
Why don't we ever have watch parties anymore?
Because
Are we just trash now?
No one's there to host a watch party.
You know who used to host?
Oh, well, I'm definitely not going to host it. I'm just saying we should do it.
You know who used to host them?
Monica?
The person that Nathan ran out? Freaking Tolly. Tolly used to be the one that hosted them.
Yeah, who unfucked this?
Bring back Tolly.
In other news, unidentified aerial conchas are flying in the sky of San Antonio. I have the news article to prove it.
Unidentified.
No laughter.
Well, conchas. Bread. Sweet bread.
I know the bread that we did in the coffee.
Conchas?
Conchas.
Yeah, okay.
No, look at my PTR. I found this cute little newspaper.
Let me see. Oh, they're conchas and oh my god, let me see. Oh my god. That's cute. Joe loves, that's his favorite sweetbread.
My favorite sweetbread is actually an Asian one. It's called taro bread. I love it so much. It's so good. Or ube bread.
So I bought a thing for the top to start making conchas. Because there's a special tool. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Watching this house. What else?
Yeah, what else?
Apparently, we eat pig ass, and I'm assuming we eat it with hot sauce.
You know what I'm starting to see more?
What else would you eat? What else would you eat with?
Pig ass was crazy. Oh my god.
No, Miss Beefy, because that's pig ass. So if shit goes through it, that's pig ass.
The way you said it, that was funny, man.
Look at this strip.
Are you?
No, see, because if I sat down right now and said that I ate Nathan's dog, y'all gonna yell at me, but y'all over here eating pig ass. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this right now. I'm nasty.
It's a delicatessen at this point, baby girl.
Yeah.
They call it the
Why
delicatessen.
I kicked to the goo last night, yo?
I think the worst thing that I've ever eaten that I can justify is, I'm so sorry, Jacobus, go ahead.
Nah, she wolf had kicked me to the goo for saying Jesus was ugly. And that was fucked up.
No.
What? Hell yeah. I got fucking witnesses, my nigga. And that shit was fucked up.
Shit.
All that because
we can't kick down for no reason.
Because he was ugly.
Yo, Jacobus. Until you apologize to me for our first interaction, I have no sympathy for you, my brother. You know I love you.
That nigga said, I got no sympathy for you, my brother. I love you. How does that work? How does that work?
I
do. Yo, our first interaction, fam, you were making fun of my wife, fam.
No. Oh my God. Hell fucking no.
I'm still mad about that, fam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't make that.
No bullshit like that.
You didn't know me. You didn't know me. She was.
I think I did.
You did. I was pissed. But then lady, first lady, not Lions lady. Then lady made, she made me, got me to stay, and We had good conversation. But yeah, you pissed me off that very first time I met you. I was like, man,
shit.
let me find.
I was never doing it on purpose,
I
bro.
said, look. I was dang near ready to say, drop your address, fam. I was that angry.
Oh my
God. If I knew that was you, I would have never said that.
I said you didn't know me.
That's right. Because if I knew, I would have said
it was our very first time interacting on.
Oh, so what's being said right now is that Jacobus would have been aware of your masculinity. He would have never have thought of doing what he did, right? That's what's being said.
That's wild some more.
God, nigga's cold, bro.
Yo, Nathan, let me tell you what started all that shit yesterday, though. Because Jacobus had a question for knowledge. And and the mic got stuck. So I asked Mike and I asked Mel, I was like, yo, is the seed alive or is it dead? And Mike was like, a seed is dead. And I was like, knowledge, you're right, a seed is alive. And then I was like, yo, Mike, if you put some bananas on your counter, you know the motherfuckers are still breathing, right? And he was like, fuck you mean? That's bullshit. And he said, first of all, let's look up ChatGPT. And guess what the fuck ChatGPT told this nigga? This shit said bananas respire. And he was like, you see, that's not breathing. I said, nigga, what is your respiratory system called? He said, the nigga got so mad, yo. All that because I was telling that nigga bananas.
This is knowledge you talking about, Jacobus?
This knowledge and Mike. Knowledge was agreeing with me. So then I took it a little further. I was like, yo, bro.
Oh my God.
I said, there's no difference between the living and the dead. You can't give me an accurate explanation. And that's when niggas started getting mad. I was like, look, when you look at a rock and when you look at water, you don't say the rock and water is alive. But then you constitute your living based on your response to entropy, right? And now, when we compare that to a rock of water, they have more sustainability in that fight against entropy. So basically, rocks and you ain't no motherfucking different, nigga.
Yeah, She-Wolf, I would have kicked his ass down too.
Jesus was ugly.
Bro, that shit was so funny. Soon as Psych hit up.
Come on, tell Nathan.
Hey, where Psych hit up his ace in the hole. It was like, hey babe, read this real quick. His wife read it.
His wife on the fucking phone, bro. He cheated like a motherfucker. He said, yo, Jessica, come read this. She reads the shit, and I'm listening. I'm like, yo, I know this nigga ain't pull that card. He knew that was some bullshit, and he used it.
Hey, Jacobus, why do you say heretic things?
Heretical.
Yeah, why do you say heretical things?
I didn't. The Bible said Jesus was ugly. It said he was ugly that you wouldn't want to look at the nigga. That he was the type of nigga that you despise, and people turn their face from him. And niggas was like, how dare you read that part of the Bible? I'm like, nigga, you use Isaiah 53 to justify his lordship. Why not justify his ugly ship?
It's true. Yeah, true.
Thank you. Now look at my baby picture. You see my little yarmulke?
You shut your mouth already. Oh, shit.
So, Nathan, what say you? Do you say a seed is alive or is it dead?
Oh, my God.
Seeds are alive because they...
Yeah, I think Psych did say the seed was alive. I think we fact-checked that one.
No, yeah, the seed is alive, but he couldn't believe the bananas breathe. And then fucking Cora go to say, well, it's exchanging gases. I said,
because I think that's a semantical thing, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's what we doing when we breathing.
Would this be because breathing's associated with lungs, a specific process of exchanging gases. And if you say, hey, a banana does have the whole gas exchange, but their process is different.
Yeah, but this is like saying, do fishes get thirsty? They have the same mechanisms of getting thirsty, but they don't get thirsty like humans. So
well, then do flowers breathe?
But just not like humans.
Of course flowers breathe.
Yeah, but not like humans.
Huh. Bro, you guys ever, bro? I used to have big ass grow eyes, bro. As soon as the levels drop, man, your shit dies.
You don't smoke. You smoke a little bit here and there for health purposes or something similar.
No.
Or do you eat? Do you eat any like hemp for health purposes?
I smoke weed for hemorrhoids.
Nigga said hammer. Nah, I don't do any of that stuff.
Have you ever broken a bone?
No. But I'm breaking bones.
You broken bones?
When you eating chicken, don't count some more.
It's chicken.
That's how I broke my tooth.
Ain't you like a third black?
Oh, we bite through the bones of the cow. It's all beef where I come from.
All beef.
It's all beef.
Fam. That's all.
Oh my God.
All beef where you come from as well.
All beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and sesame.
I bet not ever hear a man talk some all beef special sauce. I bet not.
Bro, we're talking about outwardly, like the perception of like the masculinity outwardly. It's like, damn.
Yo,
Yeah, bro.
What's the phrase where observation changes like the outcome?
I don't know.
Like you never heard of that? Feel like when you look at like certain particles, your observation actually like changes how it shit. But if you wasn't looking, it'll be doing a different pattern. That's basically like the ruling for shit.
Yeah, that's kind of like when you bring your hand close to something and you start seeing the particles move in a different direction because of your heat. Like how you transfer certain things, you can kind of. I don't know what that's called though.
Yeah, cause like that's what I'm trying to tell niggas. Like a lot of people, they think because they focus on a certain system that they are actually predicting the unpredictable or explaining the unexplainable. Like I had someone like Cora try to tell me some bullshit with many words.
Oh, that nigga, bro. This nigga Finley was some racist shit, bro. Nigga say all black people eat chicken, bro.
They do.
The fuck?
They do, fam. That ain't racist. That's a fact.
Bro, we ain't got no black vegans.
What else they want to eat?
Look.
Black you ain't black no more because you a vegan. Okay,
You ain't.
Okay.
You ain't.
Oh.
Look, on the
They got the plantation already. What the fuck?
On the census, it says check a box, black, right? And then it say black, not Hispanic, non-black or non-white, right? And then if you check black, it says, do you eat chicken? And if you check no, then it says uncheck the black box. It's literally.
Then the other box is automatically unchecked.
No, you unchecked, man. Boy, is the first one.
Yo, Hope, are you there, Hope? I got a question from you. I know you from Miami. Hope.
Yes.
There's no hope. There's no hope, Nick.
I'm here.
Is Miami Gardens in Miami?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Bro, she had no
it's in Miami Gardens.
bro.
1 second. Okay, let me correct myself. Miami Gardens. 1 second. Miami Gardens is Miami Gardens, but it is in Dade County, like Miami. But it's its own city.
Thank you. So it's not.
And it's new.
It's in Miami County. Is what you get.
Think about what you just said, Finley.
Listen. All right, so I moved here. Let me tell you something. Listen to this. Listen. 1 second, no, please. I moved here over 20-something years ago. And when I come here, it just became a city. It's fresh. Yeah? And they bring on cops here. The first set of cops that come to Miami Gardens. Miami Gardens is a new city in comparison to Carroll City. Listen to me now, please. When I moved here in 2000-something early, between 1999 and 2000, it was a fresh city, and then a cop told me. And the cops here, they brought them from Atlanta and New York for Miami Gardens. Not for the cops, the recruits, so that's what one of the cops tell me. And he was Jamaican, so he tell me that. So it come from the horse's mouth. This time it was new.
The ass's mouth.
Sorry, the horse's mouth. Horses. I speak patois.
No.
Horses.
Is it like saying? Is it like saying?
I got one more question for. I got one more
Huh?
question for Hope. My question is this: some people believe that Miami Gardens, North Miami Beach, Hialeah, they aren't in Miami. They are at Hialeah. That's what he's trying to explain. Just like if you're in Plantation, you are in Broward.
Yeah, in Broward.
Exactly.
They are their own city, but they're in Dade County. You get it? Carroll City, Hialeah.
Wait, is it called Dade County or Miami-Dade County?
No. You have the Dade County have more than one city,
No. I said, is it called Dade County or Miami-Dade?
Well, Miami is the popular city, so people, I don't know what.
Look at my PTR. Look at my PTR. That's the sign.
Yeah, that's what the county is. That's what the county is called.
Yeah, I know. It's called Miami-Dade
County. Yes.
Yes.
But within that Miami-Dade County, you have different cities like Carroll City.
Agreed.
Miami Gardens is another city by themselves.
Agreed.
And the other cities in the surrounding areas of Miami-Dade County.
Yes. So within Miami County, there's cities. Yes. That's my whole argument.
So Miami Gardens is a city by itself.
You aren't saying
But
Miami.
listen, you also have Miami, you know. Remember now, you have a city named Miami.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Yes.
The county is not named Miami. It's Miami-Dade. Is the whole thing? I say the same thing at the same time.
I argued this
like a fifth-name slipback.
Yes, I said it's synonymous. I said you can say Dade, you can say Miami, you can say Miami-Dade. I said this 1,000 times.
If you're making a distinction,
when you said Miami,
it's still Miami.
If you're making a distinction about where you gotta be, you have to say Miami-Dade because you can't say it's inside Miami because that's not accurate. No, it's inside Miami-Dade.
Listen.
Yes, hold on. So, Mr. Finley, you're saying that Miami Gardens is in Miami-Dade? No fucking way! Oh my fucking God! What a surprise!
So where am I? I live in Dade County.
I'm saying when you're making.
I thought you were in Broward. I thought you were in Lauderdale.
No, listen. Sorry, let me correct myself. Right now, I am in Broward, but I have a house in Dade County. Miami Gardens is in Dade County. When I do my mail, they say, "What county you live?" Let me give my address over there, sir. What county? It's a Dade County. Miami-Dade County. Because you want to, use the angle.
Yes.
So I don't know why Miami have to be like that, or you have to put Miami on the county.
No, but look.
Brother, don't do that.
Yeah, they're saying that if you're from Miami Gardens in Miami-Dade and your area code is 305 Miami, you're not from Miami.
But we have another code. Miami code.
This is what they're saying.
No, it's only two. It's the one phones, which was 786 and 305. That came about when Metro PCS came and they stopped paying on the 786.
305, yeah, and 786. But look, the official code for Miami at 305, right?
Yeah. And my question is this: look, if you live in Miami, no one would tell you that Miami Gardens is not in Miami. I never heard that before. If anything past Congressman Road, that's what they call Miami.
They might call it Miami, but everybody think Miami is the number one. They call it the capital city, and it's not. It's Tallahassee.
Nathan, if you ask somebody where Altamont Springs is, they're gonna say that's Orlando. It's not Orlando.
Where is it?
Altamont Springs is north of Orlando. It's in Orange County, but it's north of Orlando.
Oh, it's in Orange County. So what city is it in? Why it's in Orange County?
What do you mean? It's its own city.
It's its own city. What's it?
Yeah, just like Miami.
Orange County is a city.
Orange County is the county.
So what is the city?
There are cities in Orange County like Altamont.
So Altamont is a city.
Altamont, freaking Orlando, Ocoee.
So Altamont is a city, correct?
Yeah.
So Altamont is not located in Altamont County, correct?
Yes.
And Miami.
Mr. Finley, is Altamont in Altamont County?
My points.
Miami City is in Miami-Dade County.
Polk is in Polk County. And I'm not gonna say Lakeland is in Polk County.
You said Nissan Altima. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about your Nissan Altima. So Nissan Altima is a city, correct?
Nobody said
It's
D-Town
not.
Altima.
It's not. It's not located in East Altima County, so it's disanalogous.
All I'm saying
which
is
has
when you say,
305
all I'm saying
located
is
in Miami-Dade.
it is not accurate to say that Miami Gardens is in Miami. You have to be specific and refer to the county, which is Miami-Dade. That was the argument I understood that you guys are having.
I don't know why. When people in South Florida from Miami-Dade say I'm from Miami,
Yeah, you think we're gonna mess it up?
You know why I think.
What parts of Miami? And
You know why I think we have an issue?
I'm from Hialeah, or I'm from Kendall, or I'm from Doral. That's a typical way the conversation works. Because Miami is understood to be everything within Miami-Dade County.
Okay, that sounds like it makes sense.
Bro, Miami again for dinner?
I think the conversation. I think the confusion is because Broward don't put on no city on them. Them don't say Fort Lauderdale Broward. You know what I mean? That's why we have a confusion. Broward is just Broward County. It don't do this little stush thing what everybody else do and hang on a city on it. Altiman County did.
I don't know why Finley's fighting this. Like, look at Rick Ross. Did he say I'm from Miami-Dade County? No.
Perfect example.
He said Dade County.
No. Yeah, he says, welcome to Miami. And guess what? Guess what area he's talking about? It's not Miami City. When he
It's
said,
Miami Gardens.
You remember
when he had the Carroll City Mart? Yo, I just want to say this. Now I tell you this: the difference, what I know in Broward, you could put like Coral Springs, Florida, on your as far as like your address, right? When you put in your address down.
Yeah, like
but
Miramar,
in Miami,
like Miramar, Florida.
Yeah, Miramar, Florida. In Miami, it's all Miami, Florida. You get mail, it's gonna come to Miami, Florida. If you in Miami Gardens, it's gonna say Miami, Florida. 33169 or something like that.
33169. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're telling the truth, because Miami Gardens don't change it. They don't have it in the system as Miami Gardens. It's still Miami.
You can do the same thing. You can do the same thing.
Yeah, I observed that.
You can do the same thing in Orlando and Philly.
And that's why all Miami-Dade County is Miami, because when you put the address, it's all Miami, Florida.
Yeah, they didn't bother to change. They didn't bother to change it. Miami Gardens is still Miami.
It is changed.
On paper.
The mail just recognizes that that's that address. Because in Altamont, if you put Orlando, Florida, and it's an Altamont address, they'll still deliver it to the Altamont address.
Here we go again with these Altamont.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing everywhere.
No, I'm saying that's in Miami, period.
When I lived in Willowbrook, which is a suburb of Chicago, right? If I put Chicago, because I didn't freaking know that I was in Willowbrook, when I put Chicago, Illinois, I still got mail to my Willowbrook address, even though I wasn't in Chicago. But that's everywhere. Same with it.
We're saying that all the addresses is just Miami, Florida. Like, you remember when Incan came to Miami, and he was like, "I'm in Miami," and we was like, "Where are you?" And he gave us the address. Right?
And he was in
Miami, Florida.
Yeah,
exactly. He was in Sweetwaters. When it said Miami, Florida, it was like
Miami. Yep.
There's too many Miamis in Miami.
It ain't my part. Y'all know geography down there, fam. Y'all remember?
Oh my God.
That's why y'all got real Florida, fam. Y'all fake Florida down there, man.
Thankful Hope came up here, man. Shout out to Hope.
Why is Miami Beach its own city? It's so small. And then South Beach is also its own city.
Probably because the rich people in Miami Beach wanted to be separate for their property taxes and freaking property value.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Look, it's like this. Think about a gradient. In the middle is Miami Beach. Then you have South Beach, which is further down. It's a different income bracket. And then you have North Miami Beach, which is different as well too. But Miami Beach is like the middle of like that whole area right there.
That's what we're trying to do because the rich people want to be separate.
Fontainebleau is in South Beach or Miami Beach?
Fontainebleau is in South Beach.
That's South Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So Miami is where the airport is?
Yep, in the ugly parts of the city.
No, technically no. Technically no.
Exactly.
To these people, technically no.
Is that wait, is that Doral?
That big giant
Yeah.
sign that you see?
That's Doral, right?
Yep, that's the route.
Yeah,
Yep, the route.
Big
Oh, I like that
giant
place.
sign that you see at the airport is the round. That's not
Doral,
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
That's the
There's a
clean place.
I do that because there's a freaking layover hotel that's freaking on the thing it says it literally says Doral. It's like blocks from the airport.
Yeah,
What's the name of the hotel? Is it that Emerald Hotel?
I forget
No. It's
hotel.
Trump Hotel. We know
It's
that.
the Miami.
Definitely, I would never stay there.
The Miami Heat Stadium is in Miami, right?
Oh, okay. That one is in Miami. Yes.
Oh, okay.
The Miami Heat do play in Miami.
Right there on the beach, right there, literally right there on the water.
Well,
Right there by the cruise ship port.
Yeah, right there by.
Yeah, there's no. That's right. There's no beach there. There's no beach there. But the cruise ship. There's water there, but there's the cruise ship ports are.
And like even the rock, even the rock says, "Hey, so is Coral Gables, Miami?"
That's another rich area.
According to Tim,
Judge Judy stays there. I think.
According to Tim, no, it's not Miami. According to Tim.
That's
See, look, like even on the HBO documentary with The Rock, he talks about like his time there in Miami. But it's Coral Gables. Really?
That's what the University of Miami is. It's in Coral Gables.
Yeah, but he calls it Miami.
Because that's what everybody call it, because they can't read down there.
Now this nigga can't read. This nigga can't read now. Okay.
Miami. They don't know geography. They can't read. They can't speak English or Spanish or Spanglish. They just say "see" and "mm-hmm" and nod their head.
Damn, bro. Really?
I'm telling you, fam. South Florida is a whole nother place, man. That's a whole nother planet, fam. That's a whole nother country. If you ever, because growing up in the north part of the state, whenever I tell people like when I went to school up north, when I lived up north, and I told them I grew up on a farm, they're like, ain't no farms in Florida. They think it's all palm beaches and palm wood.
But that was in the north, right?
Yeah, when I was up north, people from Florida know that.
Oh, so they can't read.
Yeah, they dumb. They dumb up north too. They even dumber. Dumb and segregated.
Yeah, everybody dumb. So that's why Tim is I guess, like, misunderstood.
I'm not taking shots of a boy. I'm not.
Hey, but you gotta admit though, yesterday that was a straight like walk into the moment, right?
What happened?
What
What's
the lawsuit?
What's the
Remember the lawsuit?
Oh yeah.
Like,
He was wrong about the lawsuit.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I didn't even know that it had not concluded. But when I read, remember what year that it was freaking civil lawsuits say forever against the government, for freaking ever. But I don't even know why they bother launching it, man. The reality is that all them cats want to be freaking controllers. Like there's literally like they can all be freaking controllers.
So what you think about the State of the Union? It was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
I couldn't watch the whole thing. It's Trump's theatrics, they're annoying, right? But like the fact that they post his personality, the tracks were pretty good though. I can't. I think the part that I left on was when he said, point out that the Dems they're standing for immigrants or something like that. And they were applauding for like an extra long time. Like, oh my God, they laying on too thick for me now. I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah, so like it was a trap. He says, "Hey, please stand in support if you agree with this statement."
That wasn't no trap.
Well, hold on. The statement is that the federal government should protect American citizens, right, over illegal immigrants. But that's their obligation. The federal, hold on. Who would disagree with that?
But this is political theater, fam. It's political theater.
Our Constitution would disagree with that. Our Constitution doesn't put one person over the other based on immigration status or even citizenship status.
Come on, man. That doesn't make any sense. But it's all. But wait, how? Wait, is also political.
How is that a good? Hold on, but how is that a good point when we clearly have different levels of like what due process is, and because of the different levels,
protection is universal.
No. So there's like a protection, like in a broad
So it's not
sense,
universal. So the police, if the police respond,
oh, you're doing it right now, bro.
I'm gonna protect you.
No, so you're doing it right now. So like, if we say due process is universal, that's kind of like a vague way of just kind of not having the conversation. But if we say, hey, there's certain groups of people that get more protection than other people, then that's the reality that you got to deal with. So if a person that has like an American citizenship has more privilege because of the citizenship than a person that has like an asylum application in circulation, then you can't kind of equate them by using the due process or the protection.
Under what context was he referring to protection?
Yeah, so he's saying the federal government is obligated to protect American citizens. Stop. Over illegal immigrants.
What does that mean?
Okay? Yeah, so that means that when you start allowing illegal immigrants, and this is like his whole gotcha moment here, like if illegal immigrants are now starting to benefit with the privileges that are like designated for category A, which are citizens, then we got our priorities up, right? So he's saying, hey.
I said, what does protection mean? It doesn't mean privileges and priorities.
Well, hold on. So like protections means like, hey, you have these rights, like the right to bear arms, like the right to like whatever protest or whatever these things are, right? Then you have these other groups of people that the Constitution or the amendments don't actually fully apply to, depending on their status or their legal protection. So back to the point though, right? The trap is, if you agree with this statement, which everybody should freaking be standing up at this very moment, stand up. Federal government obligated to protect citizens over illegal immigrants. Everybody should stand up right now.
No, they shouldn't, because it's political theater. It's political,
oh my God.
It's political theater. You know it's political theater, right?
Wait, Finley. I'm talking about the layman that's sitting at home, and it's just common sense.
Fam, layman.
He said like none of these.
Even your average American idiot knows that the State of the Union is freaking political theater. Like it's political theater.
Wait, Finley. He purposely puts the word illegal there. You don't have to be a part of the political apparatus to like acknowledge the fact that a citizen is legal.
It's theater though, and it's Donald Trump.
We're not talking about the same thing.
No voter's gonna say, "Oh, they didn't stand for that. Oh, they're bad." No one voter's gonna say that.
All right,
Unless they're totally into the MAGA,
Wait. So let me just try this one more time. So you know it says the federal government should protect citizens over illegal. The term that's emphasized here is illegal.
A person or Donald Trump?
Come on. Well, he's saying federal. He's saying federal government. The federal government is
persons. You said the person says. Context.
Come on, man. What are you doing, Finley?
Is Samoa saying this, or is Donald Trump saying this?
The statement that was made is that the federal government is obligated to protect citizens over illegal immigrants. That's the statement that was made. Okay? Who cares who said it?
It matters. It absolutely matters who says it. Context absolutely matters.
I don't know what you're doing right now, bro.
Context matters. Context matters, right? The context absolutely matters. If Samoa saying this to a random crowd of people, you know what I'm saying?
Can I just get to my point, bro, and then you can respond?
Right, get your point.
Because you keep on attempting to derail me for some reason. I don't understand why you're doing that.
I'm just trying to.
Well, you might not be trying to, but inadvertently, like that's exactly what's happening right now. I'm just pointing out.
My fault. Go ahead.
We're good. But if you have the statement, the federal government is obligated to protect citizens over illegal immigrants, the person that's sitting at home is like, oh, fucking duh. And then they see half of the fucking like place like sitting down. They're like, how the fuck can these people not be standing up right now? That just looks bad.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't look bad.
Tell me how.
It doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look bad.
Because within context, everybody knows the freaking State of the Union is political theater. It's all political theater, right? It's rare that both sides stand up and say, yeah, it's a good idea, right? It's rare, right? Especially when one side is making a non-policy political statement, right? Which is what the president was doing. Now, if this were like, I don't know, a high school auditorium or college campus, and someone was making that random statement, everyone would agree. It's primarily a true statement, right? For most Americans, they primarily believe it, right? But in this context, freaking Donald Trump, right? People aren't going to agree with him because it's him, right? But I will say this: I couldn't get past that statement. I stopped watching past that statement, but I did hear something he said that I agree with, and that is which he didn't initially support, and that is the ban on insider trading with congressional insider trading. I agree with that. I agree when he said that. I think Elizabeth Warren said. I think I saw her stand and agree with that. So I agree with that. I couldn't get past once that was a little thick for me.
Think about that.
Pausing for like 10 minutes over that. I'm like, oh my God, this is a little too thick for me. I'll have to read the clip notes tomorrow.
But think about that. So like they'll stand up for things that they believe in, but for the common sense stuff, they're just gonna sit down because it's political theater. Then it should be political theater as well for them all. And remember, this is like Hakeem Jeffries' instruction to them was either do not show up or do not react. Those are your only choices. So all like the whole day today, they had like Ilhan Omar on with the Bob Blitzer, like in the interview, asking if she regretted like speaking up and doing exactly like what was against the King Jeffries instruction. She said no, whatever. She wanted to stand up for her constituents. 2 people died, so on and so forth. Gave her explanation. But even like if you look at Nancy Pelosi yesterday, like she got lambasted too, and they used the example that you're talking about right now by her. Hey man, Elizabeth Warren was standing up, and then she had to like, oh well, I was standing up on certain parts of it too. Okay, cool. So now we know that you can't use the all gonna stay down or we're all not gonna show up excuse because you're selectively standing up when you support certain things, and for this thing that everybody should be supporting, you voluntarily like sat your ass down. So we're just going to make like the leap that you don't support the fact that the federal government should be obligated.
You're making a leap that nobody cares about. I'm gonna be honest. No, that's not gonna move the needle. These are the tit for tats. These are the tit for tats. These are the tit for tats that don't freaking matter at the polls, man. No one at the polls is gonna say, "Oh,
well, that's all they're talking about right now."
They didn't. Yeah, of course they're gonna use anything they can.
No, but Finley, it's not that they did. It's not that they didn't stand up. Look, it's what not standing up represents, right? So, like, if something represents a support or non-support, then you know where they stand, pun intended, right? So if he's like fucking, I'm gonna fuck around, no more income tax, and fucking they sat down, that might play a role into who they fucking want in power when they go and fucking, fill in the bubble that they want to fill in. So it's a way of kind of, it was actually a very good trap. It's a way of exposing what you stand for, quote unquote, versus what you're.
So again, last point. Now I'm moving out the way. I'm SVP. I'll make room for you just real quick. So again, I make a distinction between like an actual policy versus these statements that are meant to be gotcha moments. Voters don't care about stuff. Like the fans, and I'll say the fans, I'm not trying to take it off Trump. When any politician does that, like the fans are going to say, oh, see, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't love, you know what I'm saying? You don't care, right? They don't, like the people on the opposite side don't care. Like that's not going to cause someone to vote differently in the booth, right? It'll get confirmation bias to the person that was going to vote against you. See, I knew you didn't care, but it's not going to move the needle. It's not going to really move the needle.
So all I wanted to say was how soon they forget that when Barack Obama was on the floor, they called him a liar, and they wouldn't stand up for certain things. They rallied together the right. So I guess let's just, it is what it is. It's politics, like y'all say, it's on both sides. So I mean, she sit down, stand up. It doesn't really matter. It's all theater at the end of the day. Thank you.
No, yeah, I think so. The act in itself is not what I'm talking about. It's what the act or the non-act represents, and I think that basically allows you to understand the position of people, and so that allows you. You can't necessarily when they they're all what are they like? They're campaigning. Raise your hand if you do this, and then people kind of see who raised their hand, and you see people kind of like barely raising their hand and so on and shit like that. It's one of those moments. And then what they do is they'll use this when it comes time to campaign.
Oh, of course. Especially like what this represents as far as like the immigration policy.
Correct.
So for the backdrop, he talks about 0 illegal immigration throughout this period of time, shutting the border down, doing this, doing that, points out sanctuary cities, da-da-da-da-da. So what he's doing is he's setting up this moment of what their actual talking point is that Democrats support illegal immigration.
What about please stand up if you support this statement? Like
that's the one that we're talking about specifically, right? Like
that right
that's
there,
when we're
bro.
just, yeah.
If you think that doesn't play a role, I don't know.
That's